list of the...
Yeah, let's get it poppin'. James 4th, I'm back. We back, Big City. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve. Boys, James IV, that's Roman numeral 4 off the top with the intro. What up, K-Sap, no cap, that's the big bro. You know the ladies hold it down for the team. We be the hottest on this YouTube screen. We got sports, media, news, that round table talk. Them other parts ain't got the same sauce. Nah, hit us in the chat, but no haters allowed. Send you to the block party, what you gotta say now? We on live, hit us up and subscribe. If you like it to share, show love instead of staring. Man behind the mic, numbers don't lie. Send me a super chat to all that may apply. Ain't no party like an SBD party. Let's get the show started, pull up, everybody. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Yeah, let's get it poppin'. James 4th, I'm back. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve. Boys, James IV, that's Roman numeral 4 on the top with the intro. What up, K-Sap, no cap, that's the big bro. You know the ladies hold it down for the team. We be the hottest on this YouTube screens. We got sports, media, news, that round table talk. The other parts ain't got the same sauce. Nah, hit us in the chat, but no haters allowed. Send me to the block party, what you gotta say now? We on live, hit us up and subscribe. If you like it to share, show love instead of staring. Man behind the mic, numbers don't lie. Send me a super chat to all that may apply. Ain't no party like an SBD party. Let's get the show started, pull up, everybody. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
We on Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, Casey Chap. The baddest podcast on planet Earth, baby.
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. Switched up, stay on that side.
Yo. You know who it is. It's your favorite host, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. What up? I see everybody in the building, man. As y'all come in, make sure y'all do me a favor. Make sure y'all drop a like on the video, please. Like, comment, subscribe, get down in the chat, get the chat popping. Make sure you following all these channels that are be putting off in the chat. It's very important, man. Y'all sit back, enjoy yourself. We got a great show lined up for you guys today. I got two of my favorite girls with me today. I got Keisha from Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports, and then we got Key Facts from WBB Universe that is here with me today. But y'all see the title of the thumbnail. Y'all see the title of the show. Dominating. MVP consideration. Angel Reese is doing the damn thing. I see everybody in the chat. I see Dre Stewart, Faz, ADP. We got Keywan Jackson, Big Girl, Diane Hayward, John Schaff, Edward T, Slay and Chill Networks. We see you, but as soon as you come in, make sure you drop a like on the video. Without further ado, man, we gonna get it popping, right? We gonna get it popping. So without further ado, we got Keisha and Key. What up? What up?
Hey y'all, what's going on? What's going
on? How y'all feeling this evening?
Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Come on in, take your shoes off by the door, hit the like button, comment, subscribe to all channels, turn the notification on so you know exactly when a video is dropped or we go live. Hey, we got a great show coming today, y'all. This is going to be a very good show. You know what I'm saying? It was something I was sitting and thinking about. Me and Keisha were like, oh, we want to go live. What do we want to talk about? And I said, I got the perfect thing and I got the perfect man that I need to help us bring this to life. Because it would be one thing if me and Keisha did it. We got great channels. We have subscribers, but KSAP has that big platform and the vendetta that I'm trying to push, to be completely honest, I need everybody to hear this. So I said, KSAP got to go live with us because, hey, we hearing about who's going to be MVP next year and they're pushing their narratives and motives and all of that. I'm like, I ain't hearing nobody saying, yo, AR might have a vote or two, you know what I'm saying, next year. She might be in the conversation. She might be having those numbers. So I'm like, nah. We got to do a show and talk about what she has done these last 2 games and the numbers she's putting up, and arguably a harder league because it's 3-on-3, and you're on an island. You know what I'm saying? So she brings this back to 5-on-5. Obviously, there's other teammates to share with, etc. But if she can bring this back to 5-on-5, hey, I mean, come on now. And Unrivaled does have MVP voting as well, but. And look, vote for the Barbie, right? Vote for the Barbie. But I'm talking about the WNBA season year 2 loading. Yo, Angel really could be in the talk to be an MVP. What y'all think about that? What you think about that?
Man, look, it's very interesting that you said that. I'm gonna take it a step back though.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to last year as when she came into the league. Everybody, really didn't know what she was capable of doing in the league, right? So when you look at how she dominated, the way she dominated, and then you look at all her critics was like, oh, Angel Reese out there missing layups. Angel Reese out there stat patting. But with all that said, and the numbers that she put up, 13 and 13, she got hurt late in the year, which if she didn't get hurt, me personally think they would have made the playoffs. But at the same time, with all the critics out there saying she couldn't do this and do that because she's missing layups, and she did all that and she averaged 13 and 13. Now, she went in the lab, she tweaked some things, she started getting more confidence with her mid-range game, pulling up with that 3. It's on full display and Unrivaled, right? Now you got her peers coming out, giving her flowers. And like I said, man, you got the casual fan outside looking in, talking about, oh, she's out there stat patting, missing layups and stuff. But look, until you in that box with Angel Reese, you don't know what it's like. And these women that are playing against Angel Reese, they feeling the wrath. They feeling her strength. They feeling the power. They feeling her relentlessness. They feeling all that. That's why they coming out talking about it. So now that she's dominating Unrivaled, you saw what she did to Nafisha Collier. Now, Nafisha Collier is the reigning WNBA Defensive Player of the Year. She took her out to the shed, the old wood shed, and put the belt to ass, right? So everybody is knowing how she is dominating. First player in the inaugural season in Unrivaled to get you 20 and 20, right? So she's doing things that outside of what her critics say, she's missing layups. And just like Natasha Cloud said, oh, y'all criticize Angel for missing layups, but she making them layups now. Now what you going to do? So to Key's point, going into the WNBA season, she should be in that mix for MVP talks, right? Because what she's doing in Unrivaled, and like Key said, it is 3-on-3, but 3-on-3, you can get exposed. But what Angel Reese is doing, she's exposing whoever is guarding her. You see what I'm saying? So Angel Reese is putting in work, showing people that one-on-one, she got one-on-one skills as well. And the thing I like about Angel Reese, you ain't even got to run a play for her. And she gets it out the mud. That's how dominant she is. So she needs to be considered in that MVP candidacy. I'll let you have it from here, Keisha.
I would just like to harken back to, I'll take it back a little further too. Angel Reese came straight out of college into the WNBA and she dominated. Now she's had a off season. She's also in an off season where she is in this Unrivaled program, and it's going to help her going forward to keep, if anything, to keep your cardio up, because 3-on-3 is real fast basketball. Also, like you said, K-Sap, people are getting exposed, but she's not getting exposed. So that's very positive, because 3-on-3 is harder for bigs, I think, than it is for guards. So if she can just I said this when the season ended, if she just get 10 to 20% better, they are going to be a better team anyway. And if she has pieces around her that can take that double team, and they was like they did in New York, where they just said, look, we're not going to let Angel Reese get another double. We're going to just focus on her. And if they can at least relieve some of that pressure to where she's not the complete focal point, where you got an Ariel Atkinson is a 3-level scorer, and you got Camilla coming back, which I think is going to come back even better too. And then maybe some of the distractions that was in the locker room, just the sometimes you just don't vibe with everybody. I'm hoping that this new vibe will be better, with the girls, with the women in the locker room. You got a new coach and you can start afresh, and you get arrested, trained Angel who's focused. Man, I don't know why they're not talking about her in the MVP talks, because if they get a couple of pieces around her and she gets that confidence, she takes that confidence and she dominates with that confidence. So I don't know, they didn't woken up a sleeping giant, y'all. This Unrivaled thing, I'm glad she did. I'm like you, K-Sep, I was a little hesitant because I was like, I just don't want her to get hurt.
Yep.
But seeing her do Unrivaled, I think, was really good for her, because you could tell that from the first game to this game, that first game, people were sucking wind out of their nostrils and mouth. Yep. But that last game, she didn't even look tired to me. So that helps with running up and down the floor. And with her and Camilla running up and down the floor, I think it's going to be must-see TV. So
man, that's great. Real quick, Key, because I see you looking at the comments. I know you want to address some things, but let me get off into this. I see Key
looking.
Hey, shout out to Brian Allen Hines, man. He just became a new member of the channel. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support, man. Always, man. I see you in the chat, always giving love and support, man. So I appreciate that. Also, shout out to Chronicles of WBB TV. That's with Sister Noble. I appreciate the $2 super chat. So I got to give it to you.
Here comes the money.
Shout out to the Simply Ball Dropping YouTube community. Appreciate the love. Salute. All right, go ahead, Key. I know you got to address some things. I've been seeing the chat myself, man.
Get him, Key.
I just don't understand.
I'm trying to change my ways, honestly. Like, I'm trying not to pay attention to what people say in the chat, because I start to get into it, and but it's just I don't understand it. And I'm starting to think she makes things look so easy that they don't understand, like, just how amazing and like how crazy it is what she's doing. That last game that they played, like, really, I've been a fan. I know what she could do. I'm not surprised, but I'm always impressed. Does that make sense? Like, I'm never surprised by. I'm like, I know what she could do. I know she a dog, but like, I'm like, God, it's more in the bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you got cupcakes in there, and you got a Snickers in there. She just it's just more in the bag. It's just more. And she do it off the whim, because what people like to say, basketball IQ, her basketball IQ is Einstein levels. I'm willing to say. right? Her passing skills, her ability to play make, I mean, her takeover. Just say, I'm gonna will this game, right? That game that they played against Indiana and they were about to lose, and Angel said no. And she took it over, scored like 10, 12 points to close the game out. Like, I just don't understand what people are watching. It's like you can't be watching the same thing that I'm watching. Also, Keisha, she came out of college averaging what, Keisha? What she come out of LSU averaging? Oh, you on mute?
I want to say that championship season, she was averaging 23 and 15.
Yeah, 23 and
But
15.
I want to say that last season it might have been 20 and 13, something like that.
Because
Yeah,
she
the
had to share
championship
with
season,
Anissa.
yeah. 23
Yeah.
and 15,
Right?
the
She
championship.
So
was sharing with
averaging a
Anissa
what?
in the paint.
Averaging a double-double.
Yes.
Right? Okay, cool. Then
Mhm.
she was on a team with Kim, where Kim doesn't really tap in. She knows, she says it all the time, Angel's a guard, but she didn't really allow Angel to tap into her playmaking skills. So she didn't have assists because of like Kim, which is fine, but she averaged a double-double. She came from a school that Simone Augustus, who is a Hall of Famer, she scored more points than Simone Augustus for LSU.
Yeah.
Angel is still the leading scorer as a big. I want y'all to watch what I'm watching. I might have to pop my eyes out my head, or maybe it's my brain. I might gotta get,
Yeah.
because y'all's not working. Y'all brain not working. It don't
Yeah.
make sense. And the goalpost moving, it has to stop. Y'all just
Yeah.
keep moving the goalposts. I mean, I just go ahead, Keisha.
All right, hold on. Let me address this real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Hey, shout out to Woodrow Williams, man. I think this is probably the first time I saw him in the chat. He just became a new member of the Simply Ball Dropping family. I appreciate
cool.
that.
Here comes the money.
And also, man, shout out to I Am Zoe Media for the $2 super chat. He said, yes, sir. Also, Zoe, I got my shirt today, man. Appreciate you, man. I will be rocking that shirt. What are we doing? I will be rocking it. So I appreciate the shirt, my brother. So yeah, but I want to say something, man. I'm like you, Key. I don't understand what people are not seeing. Like if we just talking basketball and what Angel Reese is doing, I always say this: men lie, women lie, stats don't.
Mm-mm.
So her stats are not lying. So if you putting stats together with the eye test and you watching Angel Reese, just because her game might not be appealing to you guys, but you can't stop it. You can't stop what she's doing. So why wouldn't she be going into the WNBA with no MVP considerations, man? Like, you know, when they put these awards out before the season starts, the betting odds on who's going to become MVP, what the MVP ratings are, what is their odds to win the MVP. Angel Reese has to be in them talks. She has to be in them talks because last year, I'll go back to last year, rookie season. Y'all know it was between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese for Rookie of the Year. If Angel Reese did not have them setbacks, it wouldn't have been the way it went. Because at one point, Angel Reese was leading in rookies as the MVP. Right. So why, and everybody wants to put Caitlin Clark up there as an MVP candidate. Why come Angel Reese can't be an MVP candidate? See, that's what I don't understand. And like he said, a lot of people want to move the goalposts, create their own narratives. But if you know basketball and you watch basketball and you see the things that Angel Reese is doing on the basketball court, I don't care, because people trying to move the goalposts. They saying, "Oh, this is unrivaled. This is only a 3-on-3 league." What does it matter? Basketball is basketball. I don't care if you're going to the YMCA. I don't care if you're going you want to dominate, and that's what Angel Reese is doing. And that's why her peers are coming to the forefront, giving Angel Reese her flowers right now. Just like Natasha Cloud said, y'all better give Angel Reese her flowers right now. We got to stop that. We just focused in on what she's doing on the basketball court. This has nothing to do with nothing else. This is her peer skills on what she's displaying on the basketball court.
Hey guys, I agree with y'all. I just don't understand why the goalpost keeps getting moved. If you're gonna consider a year 2 player in the MVP talks, then why wouldn't you consider the 2 front runners for rookie of the year in those MVP talks? I just don't understand. I just don't understand that because number one, those two players play two different positions, and Angel dominates at her position. So an MVP really to me is not really and y'all can tell me if y'all don't like my definition or want to amend it, but MVP means to me that team is successful because of that player's play. It's not so necessarily the best player in the league. It's the player that means the most to their team and their success. That's why it's usually a player on the team that is winning. Usually you don't win MVP. You could be the best player and be on a losing team and they don't give you an MVP. But if you're on a winning team and you are the biggest reason why they winning, that's usually how you get into the MVP talks. So that's why it's kind of crazy to me that we can have one rookie in that conversation and not the other when it's clear to me that Angel Reese is going to be on a lesser team than Caitlin Clark. And if they have the same type of success, it's going to be due to Angel Reese's play. If Caitlin Clark's team and Angel Reese's team end up at the same place in the playoffs, what are we talking about? Because she's going to be dragging a worse team to the playoffs.
Hey,
Speak on
that's
it.
my take.
Hey, before you go, Key, one second. I don't know what this dislike for Angel Reese is. Basketball, right? Basketball is basketball. It's certain guys I don't like in the NBA, but they're MVP caliber people. I didn't care too much for Kobe Bryant, but I couldn't knock his skills. I never hated on Kobe Bryant, but he was just not my cup of tea. But I recognize what Kobe Bryant brought to the NBA, and I recognize his skill set. Kobe Bryant is top 3, hands down, whoever played the game of basketball in the WNBA to me. That's how much skills he's got. But he's not my cup of tea. Just because I don't like somebody, I'm not going to shit on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give them their just dues. So when we talking about MVP, you might not have to like the person, but when it comes to basketball and the skills that they display on that basketball court, when we talking numbers, when they talk about MVPs, Angel Reese's name has to come up. It has to come up. You can't sugarcoat that, man. You can't name 15 other girls in the WNBA that you would rather have than Angel Reese. And I'll wait if you can name them.
Nah.
Okay.
They can't name them. And the biggest thing to me is her consistency. She doesn't disappear. She doesn't shrink. She is consistent with them double doubles. Like, you're gonna get those numbers. And we already knew she was gonna improve. You know what I'm saying? It was a learning curve for all the rookies. So to act like her layup package was never gonna get better is crazy. And with that improvement, what happens is the numbers will go up once she improves. Depending on the type of offense Tyler runs too, I can see her averaging 4-5 assists. I sent y'all in y'all DMs, I sent the link from the WNBA for the MVP. And I was looking at that, y'all. I was looking at the past MVPs in this last season. And those numbers are similar to the numbers that Angel had in Unrivaled in less minutes for these last 2 games. The quarters are smaller in Unrivaled. The game is faster in Unrivaled. And some of the same numbers that these MVPs had on the WNBA website, I'll drop it in the chat. I'm looking at the year JJ won it, the year Asia won it, previously Breanna Stewart. It's some of the same numbers, y'all. 20, 10, and 4 assists.
Keisha, if you got the link, go ahead and share your screen and we'll pull it up.
All right, let me see.
Yeah. Hold on. While she's doing it, let me address this. Hey, shout out to Big Girl for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
She said, finally, I get to bless you. I appreciate that. Shout out to Miss Goody Two Shoes for the, I think this might be going to Keisha. $5 super chat. I know I'm late, but congrats, Keisha. Yeah, that's you, Keisha, but we're going to address it. We get you the money.
Here comes the money.
Shout out to B Buzz Sports, B Sports Buzz. That's one of our girls, man. Make sure y'all following B Sports Buzz, man. She gets it cracking. She holding down the Twitter Spaces, man, and she been, launching our shows onto her Twitter Spaces, man, and we've been doing astronomical numbers. We've been blowing it out the water. So we appreciate that. $30 super chat. I don't know who it's going to, but she said, because I think and you're awesome. I appreciate that.
Here comes the money.
And then also shout out to Kiara for the $2 super sticker.
Here comes the money.
All right, Keisha, you got that link? Can't hear you.
Yeah.
Put herself on mute.
Yeah, I put myself on mute. Sorry. I thought Key was bringing it up. You bringing it up, Key, or you want me?
Yeah, can you do it actually? You know how my computer
Okay,
goes down.
hold on. You sent it in the Instagram?
Yeah, I sent it in your Instagram DM.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
All
go ahead
right,
and
hold
pull that up.
on. Let me pull this up and then follow the link. And then I'm gonna present it.
Yeah, go and present it. See how we got teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, y'all.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
There we go.
And
I
let me
got you.
drag this over here.
Let me go ahead and
so I can see it.
let me go ahead and put you on here real quick. All right, I got it.
All right.
All right, we're gonna pull up the numbers, man, because numbers don't lie and everything don't lie. So let's go ahead and get it off and crack in here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Am I pulling up just
Yeah.
let me make it a little bigger.
Are you good?
Okay. And I'm pulling up 2024 for you, Key.
You could just pick any. In the past 5 years, you could pick any one of those, and you'll click on it, and the article will pop up with their numbers. Maybe not.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to do Asia's best damn year.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
do
you
Asia's
can.
best years just to put it in context.
Yeah, I mean you can.
Okay. Let's see what Asia has in here. Yeah, she was 26 points, 11 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, 1.79 steals in 34 minutes in 38 games.
And that was one of her best seasons in 2024, right?
That was one of her best seasons in 2024.
So let's put this in context, guys. Angel came off of 13-13, and what they said that she needed to go work on was her layup package, right? If Angel converts them layups, you just thinking that's an additional 7 to 8 more points. She can get to 22 and 15. So wouldn't that put her up in there an MVP candidacy? Because based off the numbers on the merits, based off of what A'ja Wilson did last year. Plus, she's going to control the boards. And then as you controlling the boards defensively and you getting stops and your team is winning, that puts her off in the defensive player of the year category as well. You see what I'm saying? So based off of the merits of the numbers that Keisha's reading off with A'ja Wilson, why come Angel Reese can't achieve them numbers?
Let's do Breonna Stewart. What year is this? 2023. 23 points, 9.3 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 1.57 block shots, 1.45 steals in 40 games, 34 minutes a game. You think Angel can't do that?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what are we talking about?
And
this is who won it. We're talking about being the conversation.
Yeah.
We're talking about being a conversation, but I'm saying the numbers of people who won it.
Yeah.
Right. We just talking about being in the conversation, getting a couple of votes for MVP. Y'all make it seem like some people make it seem like it's again. Let's see what A'ja did in 2022.
See, I think people are taking it like we saying that she gonna be the MVP. We talking about MVP consideration.
Correct.
Anytime you put numbers up like that, you gotta be in the MVP, race. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, look at this case app in 2022. A'ja averaged 20 points a game, 8.5 rebounds a game, 2 assists, 2 block shots, and 1.23 steals.
And was the MVP.
And was the MVP.
And now y'all guys tell me Angel can't reach them numbers.
Hey, drop in the chat right now. Can Angel reach the numbers that Keisha just read off? Can she reach those numbers?
See, that's what a lot of people fail to realize, man. If we going with the merits, and what the past MVPs did. And you tell me if Angel comes into this, she look 13-13 in her rookie campaign. Now she's added to her bag. Now she's added to her offensive game, right? So you tell me that Angel can't average this year. I'm just gonna put a number out there. You tell me if Angel averages 20 and 15, she can't be in MVP consideration.
And we talking about y'all. All of these people were. Oh my bad, Keisha. Go ahead.
Look at John Quell in 2021. She did 19.4 points, 11.2 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1.26 blocks, and 1.26 steals in 31 minutes and 27 games.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's no it's no way you can't have this conversation.
Men
like,
lie, women lie, but stats don't, guys. In the chat, stats don't lie, man. And that's the MVP. The MVP voters, they go off of stats, man. And like Keisha said earlier, it's about what she is doing, and it's about the impact that she will have, because she is the cornerstone of that Chicago Sky team, right? So now you're looking at one of your best players, and that's how they're gonna judge it. As if they win, Angel gonna get the praise. If they lose, Angel gonna get the blame, right?
Right.
That's what superstar players have to endure. Just like Caitlin Clark. When they win, she gets all the praise, but sometimes they want to sidestep and blame it on the coach when they lose, right? So we can't move the goalposts like that. So what we're saying about Angel Reese is the numbers that Keisha just read off with all these past MVPs. You telling me if Angel has a season where she's 20 and 15, she can't get no consideration?
Consideration, or even KSAP 22 and 11, like, you know what I mean? Like somewhere around there.
Double numbers.
Right.
Like, come on now. Like, and all of these people we talking about, these are what, forwards and bigs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last 5 years is forwards and bigs.
Yeah.
Like, well, they're all bigs, but forwards and centers.
Now, you know what's good. You know what's going to mess them up? I see a lot of people in the chat talking about winning. Last year, they only had 11 wins. So if she betters that win total, if they get 20 wins and she's averaging 20 and 15, that even makes it even more better for Angel Reese, because now she's impacting winning.
And guess what, guys? When's the last time a guard won MVP?
2011. I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
It was 2011. Because what was Maya Moore?
Now, Tamika Catchings won in 2011. 2011.
Yep.
Maya
Moore was a wing, right?
Well, I mean,
she was a wing though.
Nah, she was a guard, but she was a big. You could say,
okay.
You know, these positions in the WNBA, man, they kind of tricky. I don't know what they label these people, because if you go back and you look at Tamika Catchings,
some
she was a
say
big guard. She was, that's what I'm saying. She's a 3 and a 4. You could put Maya Moore in that conversation as well, a 3 or 4, because she was a big guard, but she had point guard capabilities and two guard skill abilities. So, you know, when you label these players,
I've seen her. I thought she was a 4 as well, but I've seen her be described as a wing. I've literally seen her be described as a wing.
Well, I think all basketball now is positionless, man. I don't care. You know, if you got skill sets, that's just like when we talk about Cheyenne Sellers, right? She's a plug and play. 1, 2, 3, you can't go wrong. So you can't label these girls. You can't minimize what they can do. But hold on just 1 second. Shout out to Patricia Burton. I appreciate it. She just became a new member. Appreciate you.
Here comes the money.
Yeah. But yeah, that list, man. So when we talking numbers and what Keisha has, you know, read off, man, consideration, man, it's, you know, because going into the league, you're going to have, it's going to be the vote. It's going to be the debates, because they're going to have the MVP, who is considered the odds to win the MVP, the odds to win the defensive player of the year, odds to win the championship, odds to win rookie of the year. So when they talking about the MVP, just like Key and Keisha said, I mean, they're going to throw Angel Reese's name in there.
They should. They need to.
Nah, it ain't no should. They going to.
Will they? I'm surprised if I see the conversation.
Oh, it'll be there.
Right. Key's like, I won't be surprised if I don't see her name.
I just don't. They don't want to push the narrative. Like even when CC won and it was like, oh, Angel had one vote. It was like this travesty that Angel had one vote. It's like,
right.
Were we watching the same season? Like what? Like, so that's why I'm like, I don't see them pushing the narrative that Angel should be an MVP conversation. Or, I want to hear an announcer say at the end of one of her games next season, if it's giving it up, like, oh, she's putting up MVP numbers. Like, I want to hear them say that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just don't hear them gassing her up like they do other players.
It's crazy, man. I'm just looking at the chat. It's just crazy, man.
What they saying in this
just
chat?
1 second. Man, shout out to Paper Sack Brown for the $20 super chat.
Here comes the money.
Paper Sack Brown said, salute KSAP. Angel getting the chip. Keisha sent you and B Claude a $5 cash app. Did you get it? Oh, so Paper Sack Brown sent y'all a cash app. Y'all might want to check y'all cash app. Let me know if y'all got the cash app so we can ring
I
up the money.
did get it, Paper Sack Brown. Thank you so much.
Here comes the money.
And
I gotta say, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just gotta say, shout out to Reddit Milky Way for the super chat. Always supporting you. The best, Reddit Milky Way. And then Dre Stewart has sent a $2 super chat, I believe. So shout out to y'all. Always donating, helping me with my
MVPs.
channel. Yeah,
yeah, they are.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, shout out to AC Chi-Town Calvin, man. He just became a new member of the Simply Ball Dropping family, man. I appreciate you.
Here comes the money.
And Proof Golden, man, we're gonna drop the link. We're not gonna drop the link right now. We're gonna open it up for the panel here shortly. But I appreciate you wanting to come up on the panel.
Tiffany and Cole said we have to push the narrative. Angel don't have ESPN on her side like CC does. Fans' narratives matter in keeping them in check. Well, you're right. That's why we had to do this show, Tiffy. That's why we had to do this show on a big platform. So we could spread it out. We got to get in the algorithm. Talking about it. And then, me sending Keisha the link to the most valuable player, her pulling it up, reading the numbers. Like, it's just facts. We're reading numbers. We're not making nothing up. None of these, you know what I mean? This is my favorite player. They, none of that. It's just, hey, this was literally the MVP last year. These were the numbers. You know what I'm saying? This was Angel's numbers next year. If she makes a jump a little bit, I think she can average this. So I think she should be a part of the conversation. They're already saying, will Caitlin Clark be MVP next year in a league with Asia Wilson? They're saying that.
Yeah. And that's crazy, man.
It's crazy because not even because it's her. I'm fine with the conversation, right? I'm fine with them hyping her up. I'm fine with it. I have no issue with it. But even with what's been going on, like for the past damn near 10 years, it's been a forward. It hasn't been a guard. So to hype it up is kind of wild to me because it's like, and again, in the league where Asia Wilson is still playing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little confused.
Quiet as it kept, Key. They was trying to put it in the conversation last year.
They were trying very hard.
Yeah, they try to sneak her in there because last year it was all about the machine last year. It was all about the machine last year. And that's what I tell you guys, right? When this community talks about basketball, we talk facts. Facts over feelings. We give you the facts. We pull up stuff to let y'all know we not freestyling. It ain't even Friday, so we not freestyling. The day Thursday, right? And we giving y'all facts. That's why we present stuff so y'all can follow along to what we're talking about. Because we just don't come out here like a cabbage, all head and no ass. We give you facts. That's what this show is about, facts. You watch these other channels, they create narratives, but we give you the merits to back up what we're talking about. So come on, guys. Keep it real.
Yeah, because who did they vote for last year? Who was in the MVP conversation? I know Caitlin was in there. Asia, Fee.
I think Fee was in the
Fee
conversation.
was in there. It was Fee, Asia. They try to throw Caitlin Clark in there. They try to slide her in there.
Yeah, I think when you click on that article, Keisha, and you scroll down, you'll see who voted for what.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You just gotta scroll down, and it'll say
Okay.
voting results.
I got you. Look at you, Key. You so resourceful.
I was looking. I'm telling you. I'm like, nah. Let me go look at the MVP numbers for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So
Asia had 670 points. Nafisa Kaya had 467. Brianna Studer had 295. Caitlin Carr had 130. And Alyssa Thomas had 83. And Sabrina Ionescu had 35 points. Naneka, Kalia, Arike Jonquel was in there. Kelsey Mitchell was in there. Angel Reese. Derrica Hamby. Okay.
So hold on. So that was the list in the MVP?
yes,
Mhm.
for last year.
Just the numbers
Okay.
for the votes.
Go back up. Go back up. Start from the top. So Asia Wilson won it, right?
Yep.
So next in line was Nafisa Kaya, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then Brianna Stewart. Then Caitlin Clark. That's 4. Keep going. Okay, so Sabrina 5, Neka 6, Kalia Copper 7, Arika 8. Keep going. Jacquel Jones 9, Kelsey Mitchell 10, Angel Reese 11. Just like I said earlier, y'all can't name me 15 players that are better than Angel Reese in the WNBA, and that just proved it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. So you
Mhm.
see, Keisha, but you already see Caitlin was 4
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They split. Yeah,
in
That's
voting.
yeah.
After that first half, you're gonna vote her 4?
Terrible first half. She picked it up in the second half. Give her credit for picking it up in the
Oh,
second
for
half.
sure.
After the
Oh,
Olympic
for sure.
break,
But
she
it's
did
for
her
the
thing.
but I'm
entire
with you.
season.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Now, I said the machine was behind her. Just 1 second. Shout out
Because
to
I
BD
mean-
Sports for the $2
Okay.
super chat.
Comes the money.
Also, shout out to Patricia Burton for the $2 super sticker.
Here comes the money.
That's what I'm saying. The thing about when Caitlin Clark came into the league, you see what was behind her after a dismal first half of the season where she set the turnover record in the first half. And then she came out guns a-blazing in the second half of the season after the Olympic break. That's when she started balling out. That's when her numbers started increasing. That's when the turnovers came down a little bit. But to
K-Sap.
put her in the MVP race in the first half of the season that she had, come on, guys.
K-Sap, this is a disrespect to Alyssa Thomas.
Yeah,
Sabrina. I mean,
exactly.
Okay.
And honestly, listen, and with the Unrivaled, y'all, I think if Angel had been the amount of minutes she had been playing, she's playing these past 2 games. Yeah, she's cooking. Like, I'm willing to say it, she's cooking Nafisa Collier for MVP.
Oh yeah.
If she got to play from the beginning, the amount of minutes that she's been playing these past 2 games, cooking. Nafisa ain't doing them playmaking skills. She's not doing that. I get it. She's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Great player, but I'm sorry, cooking.
Now look, I will say
Nafisa Collier got that shot that a lot of people can't stop.
Yeah.
That's been carrying her. That fadeaway is that shot.
It's
if you can
crazy.
stop her from getting to that fadeaway, which is money, her going her, she's not the type of person that have like 15 different moves. She got certain things, she gets to her spots.
She gets there quick too.
And she gets there quick, you know, and that release is effortless. But if you can disrupt that whole rhythm, that's what Angel Reese did to her a couple of games ago. It was just disrupting what she wanted to do. The physicality was disrupting it, you know.
And that's what they talk about. And Key, you said something that's very important though. You're talking about the MVP of Unrivaled, right? Now just think. Look what Angel Reese is doing in Unrivaled, right? Look what she has done. The Rose are on a 5-game win streak solely because of Angel Reese, right? And Chelsea Gray and Lexi Hall, the combination of all. But what you just said is very important. If she gets shoved, and rubbed out of the MVP for Unrivaled, that goes to what you just said going into the WNBA season. If she gets shoved for her play in Unrivaled, do you think that'll be a carryover going into the WNBA where they look like, okay, she dominated in Unrivaled, but she didn't win MVP? And that'll go to show people that is an agenda against Angel Reese. Because when you out there displaying all the basketball skills that you're displaying now and you dominating and you don't win MVP or you're not in the top 2 in voting, that's a problem.
It definitely is. It definitely is. And to your question, I have to say, yeah, it'll carry over just because they move the goalposts when it comes to her. It's like they have to find everything negative when it comes to her. So that's what they'll carry over. Well, you didn't win MVP in Unrivaled, or just different things like that, or you didn't win whatever award. I don't know what they're gonna end up, all the awards they're gonna end up doing. So who knows for Angel. But I feel like with the goalpost movement that they be doing, I mean, they always try to find the most negative in her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like she's getting better. She's insanely good for her off-season first year. She's not in her second year yet. Let's be clear. I'm not counting this. Unrivaled isn't her second year yet. I'm not counting it.
Gotcha.
And she has like, y'all, I don't know. I don't know if we watching. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know if we watching.
Well, Keith, like I said, sometimes you just got to relax because it's you know how it is, man. I know sometimes, man, you get frustrated. It plays on you because of the bullshit we see. and that's what we got to deal with. But let me address this real quick. Shout out Patricia Burton for the $2 super sticker.
Here comes the money.
Also, man, we got 720 people in here watching the video on YouTube platform and Twitter X, right? So when you get a chance, for the people on Twitter X, for the people that's listening to the show, make sure that you're following these channels, man, because we providing this great content. And, we trying to silence all the haters out there. And, this community is building, we're growing and flowing, and we're elevating, right? So right now we got 727 people in here watching. So drop a like on the video. I know Twitter, you're just listening to the video, so you're not going to be able to drop a like. But if you get a chance and you got a YouTube, all go into your YouTube, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to these channels, man. Support these channels, man, because we bring you great content, right? So everybody that's listening on Twitter X, we appreciate you for being in the building. But as soon as we open up this panel, and if my girl B gets a chance to come up on here, she will, get it to her community out there, and we're going to do astronomical numbers. People want to hear us, man. People want to listen to us, man. We give you facts over feelings, right? Sometimes we can't worry about, the clown stuff that goes on in the chat. I love the chat. I appreciate everybody that's in the chat. But at the same time, please support these channels, regardless if you like them or not. You here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you showing up, you might as well just drop us a like, subscribe to these channels. You know what I'm saying? Y'all here.
Okay, Sap, tell them.
Yeah, they here. I mean, I see a lot of negative stuff going on in the chat, but y'all here. Y'all here for a reason. So regardless if you like us or not, hear it. Yeah, you must want to hear it. But I love you being here. So just support us while you're here. I don't care what you say in the chat. Your opinion is your opinion. But support the channels. Just give us a like, man. We love y'all. We love everybody that's in the chat, man. Yeah. So that's it. Go ahead.
You on mute, Keisha?
Man, Keisha, hold up.
Hey,
Keisha, you always on mute. Hold up once, Keisha. Stop. That mic it's too technical for you, huh? Just 1 second.
No, I'll be scared I'm gonna have feedback. But anyway.
Nah. You ain't got no feedback on that. You good. Hold up.
Hey,
real quick.
Hold up. This Keisha. Oh, go ahead.
Hold up. Hey, shout out to AC Chi-Town Calvin for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
The only real MVP is the finals MVP. Yes, we want her to be in the conversation, but Angel want that championship MVP. Totally agree with that, AC Chi-Town Calvin. That's a good assessment. Shout out to our brother, Bro Claude, steady serving ENT Entertainments for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
He said Angel is crazy work for anyone going against her is belt the ass. All right, go ahead, Keisha.
I was gonna say I seen a couple of people in the chat talking about you guys are just Angel Reese fan. Let me tell you something. This is Keisha. Yes, I am an Angel fan, but I'm a women's sports fan. I probably watch more sports than a lot of y'all even do in the chat. I am not just an Angel Reese fan. I love women's sports. But yes, when the conversation comes up and you guys don't put certain people in that conversation, we gonna get on up here and talk about it.
We're gonna
sure
twerk.
are.
You know what I'm saying?
I might twerk a little bit.
Yeah,
might rub a little honey.
Yeah.
Because she is our favorite player.
See, this is what people say.
We're gonna give you facts with it too.
Exactly, Keith. This is what people say when we talk about Angel Reese. This is what they say we doing. They say we twerking.
Work it.
We twerking for Angel. So that's just the bottom line, man. I mean, but we talk basketball in general, man. I don't know if y'all just come around and listen to us talk to Angel Reese because y'all want to see what we talking about her.
Let me get in here real quick, K-Sap.
Go ahead, but we talk about everybody else. Go ahead.
That's exactly what it is, though. That's exactly where y'all at when we talked about the NY predictions. Where y'all at when we talk about free agency? Where y'all at when we talk about Diana Taurasi retirement? Y'all never there because this is what y'all do. And K-Sap, I check my hey, hold on, Keisha. I check my analytics, right? I check my analytics when it comes to YouTube.
Yeah.
I see how people find my videos because I need to know that to do better at this platform. You want to know how? Browser suggestion or search. That means y'all type in Angel Reese and come to her videos.
Yep.
And hey, that's what y'all do. That is what y'all do. Y'all don't come to the other videos we do.
Yeah, shoot your shot, Keith. You got to tell them. They all here. They look, we got 813 people watching and listening. They hear you. They hear you loud and clear. Just 1 second. Shout out to Little Sim 55 for the $3 super sticker.
Here comes the money.
There it is right there, man. Shoot your shot, Key. I can't hold you back.
I mean, we was online last night for about 2 hours talking about the Liberty.
Facts.
None of y'all in the chat.
Facts. I did a video, Keisha. I did a video on Lexi Ho. I think the second game she got to play more, or third game of the season she got to play more. I'm like, oh, Lexi Ho had a breakout game. Did a whole video on it. The views on that compared to my other videos, that's y'all. Y'all not typing in Lexi Ho.
They don't want to watch that.
They don't want to watch that.
They don't want to watch stuff like that. And Key, I'm glad you pointed that out, man, because that's a true statement, a true assessment. Where are y'all at when we talking about Lexi Hall? Where are y'all at when we do talk about Caitlin Clark and give her props? Where are you at then? Y'all don't come up in here. Y'all love that. That's when y'all really put the honey on your chest and start twerking. But look, the thing about it is, where y'all at when we gave Asia Wilson her props? Y'all don't want to hear nothing like that, right? Where was y'all at when we talk about Chicago Sky when they brought in their new acquisitions? Y'all don't want to hear that. But if it's Angel Reese and y'all got to go search and type, and y'all click on Angel Reese in the search and y'all see our faces pop up in this community, or y'all gonna click on that. Y'all gonna go in there and see that, and then you're gonna come in the comments section and create your own narrative from there. So I'm glad Key pointed that out.
Own narrative. Every time they figure out how to
get mad at me because I take out some time to twerk. I don't get
it. You can literally just click the X button and go about your day if you don't like the content. But one thing about it, you're not gonna come to my channel and tell me what to talk about, right? Go make your own channel.
That's what
Go make your own channel.
They here for a reason, man.
Listen,
no, because they want to hear this content.
Yeah,
they want to hear about Angel Reese.
My grandmother always told me a butterfly got wings. That's why he flies.
Facts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
if
crazy.
She wasn't a good player, she wasn't all this, that, and the third. Why are you searching her?
Yeah.
They can't wait. They literally seek it out to start spreading negative comments and all of that. They come to my videos. Oh, this is rubbish. I get trolls on my videos. On my videos about Angel Reese. I get trolls on my videos. My platform's small to me. I got like 640 something subscribers, and they come to my little baby platform and be going
ham. Hey, look, K Love 87 made a great point. Unrivaled only has what's 8-minute quarters, 6-minute quarters?
Something like 7 or something like that. Yeah.
And you see what Angel
It's
Reese is
7
doing in
minutes.
Unrivaled. Now you got to think about it. WNBA has 10-minute quarters. Them numbers going to elevate.
Yep. That's all I'm saying. Faster game, all of that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
depending
so-
on the, I would expect Tyler to figure out how to include her in the offense sometimes, like he sees her doing it Unrivaled.
Yeah.
I expect them assists to be there. I expect her. Listen, I expect us to be like triple double watch. Like she
Yeah.
may not hit it, but triple double watch. It was like that. The last game we watched. I think the only reason why she didn't get it is because of the substitutions. They had like a little walkie areas when they played that last game in Unrivaled. But I think she would have got a triple double in that last game had they played the same way that they came out. I think she would have got a triple double.
Yeah. Hey, that's a great point, Key. I do like that. I like that breakdown right there. But look, check this out. For my moderators that's in the chat, please drop the links to these channels. Man, make sure you drop in Keisha's Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports. Make sure you drop in Key, WBB Universe. Drop it in the chat. Make sure you drop in Brooklyn, the perspective, in the chat. Make sure you drop in Steady Serving ENT in the chat. Make sure you drop in ADP, Art Creation, in the chat. Make sure you drop in L's channel in the chat. For all my moderators that have the links to these chat, please post the links to these chats, right? Make sure you post in AD, Fast Break. Make sure you post in B's, B Buzz Sports. Make sure you drop in Sister Nobles. Everybody that rocks with this community, the people that's in the chat that are moderators, drop the links, please. Drop the links. Let's get it popping. All right, go ahead.
Did you finish, Key?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Keisha.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, I think they just, I don't know. It's got to be really hard to walk around hating stuff all day and all night. I mean, to actually be going to seek out channels just so you can spread your little hate is crazy to me. All we doing is talking about a topic that should be talked about. Whether she because her play, she dominated in the league as a rookie. Y'all gotta let that sink in. What we saw from Angel Reese hadn't been seen not from a rookie. So us having her in the conversation, K-Sap, I don't know why that's so far-fetched. Exactly. She was in the conversation last year.
She was breaking WNBA
brought
records.
Up numbers.
She was breaking WNBA records, Keisha, not just rookie records. The people who came before her played years and years and years of professional ball. Arguably, when they ended their career, were better than her at the start of her career. She broke their records. I mean, I don't really. When people was asking me, K-Sap, before the injury and all, who's your rookie of the year? Angel Reese. Oh, why? I don't understand. You really big. Oh, you know what? Somebody asked me. I was over somebody's house. Her brother asked me, seriously, if you could redo the draft, you're not picking Caitlin Clark at number 1? I said, no, I'm picking Angel Reese, number 1. Oh, you lying, you bullishing, you lying, really? I said, she plays no defense. She doesn't have the intangibles. Her 3-ball wasn't even dropping this year, so we had to switch to shotting out assists. What are we talking about? I absolutely would have picked Angel Reese. What are we actually talking about? If we talking about popularity, like what are we talking? Like
Key, you better hide your face when you say that.
He's like, he's literally was telling me I'm lying. I'm like, yes, I would.
See, that's
every day of the week I would pick her.
That's the problem, man. Everybody got who they like. It's not a problem with that. Just because somebody likes somebody better than somebody else doesn't mean they hating on them. Like Key said, that's Key's opinion. That's what Key likes. Key likes Angel Reese's game, right? You can't tell her who she would draft if she was in that position. Everybody has a different perspective on who would they take if they had to redo the draft. And you guys got to realize that them talks come up across every sports platform when it comes to baseball, basketball, football. If you had to redo the draft, would you draft these people the same way? So for Key saying, somebody asked her a question, if you had to redo the draft, are you still taking Caitlin Clark number 1? And she says no, she's taking Angel Reese. So that makes me let you guys know, if you go back in time to 1984 when Michael Jordan was coming out and he went 3rd, and you got to redo the draft, you taking Michael Jordan number 1. So I mean, what's the point,
Key
guys?
and K-Sap. Professor Golden had a comment in the chat, and he said, y'all let this sink in. J.C. Sheldon went before Angel Reese.
That's what I'm saying.
Camila Cardoso went before Angel Reese.
If you got to redo the draft, man, things switch up, man.
6'7", I get it, but I'm just like, J.C.
I be having you know what another part of my argument was, Keisha and K-Sap? I said, do you know that they put out an anonymous survey to the GMs, and they said they wish they would have took Angel Reese? All of them did. All of them.
Don't nobody want to talk about that, though. See, that's what I'm saying. And see, that goes back to the point that you made, and that's why I keep on saying the things that I'm saying. Greg Oden was the number 1 pick. If you got to go redo that draft again, you're not taking Greg Oden at number 1. If you go back and look at the 2003 draft class with LeBron, D. Wade, and Carmelo, Darko Milicic got picked before Carmelo. If you're going to redo the draft, are you taking Darko Milicic? How long did Darko Milicic last in the league? See, guys, you see, we dealing with facts, man. Facts over feelings, man. Get out your feelings.
K-Sap and Key. Coach Reeves cost her squad a championship because she should have picked Angel Reese.
Oh, my mama. Oh, my mama.
She would have had her chip.
That's what people
in the first season.
Look,
I'm gonna get that tape. Y'all heard me. This is Keisha.
Right.
Cut Coach Reeves. You cost yourself a chip.
That's a fact. It's just a fact. They would have won.
Hide your face when you say it, though. Hide your face when you say it.
Look.
Me and Angel on the same team.
And even if you don't like what I'm saying, the GM said it. So go talk to them. I don't know what the GM said. They wish they would have drafted. The GMs, they run. I want to tell y'all what a GM is. It's a general manager, okay, of the teams in the WNBA. Just in case you don't know what a GM is. They said it. If you don't even like what I'm saying, because maybe I don't know basketball. Maybe I don't know enough. So my opinion might mean nothing to you. My opinion might mean nothing to you. But I'm telling y'all, the GM said they wish they would have did it. An anonymous survey. Stop it. Stop the cap. It's okay. It's okay. I know y'all love her. You got to stay on that side.
Yeah.
But you got to stop the cap.
Yeah.
You can stay over there. Just stop. But stop the hating in line because it's not becoming, like my mama used to tell us.
Man, y'all
it's
shooting
not
shots,
becoming
man.
of you to be out here lying.
Straight from the hip. Straight from the hip. Straight from the hip.
Y'all
you right, man. Jay Thompson. You know ESPN don't like us.
It's smear campaign, man.
Like
and the crazy thing about it is why you know what's funny to me, man. Why I'm gonna leave it alone, and then we're gonna open up the floor, man. I got 6 spots on the panel, man. That's all I got tonight is 6 spots. I don't want it to get too crowded. I don't want it to get too congested, because I don't want to have to throw no bows and clear the lane out, right? I don't want give them that act right. I got 6 spots. I'm gonna open it up. But you know what's funny? Why come mainstream media ain't talking about the way Angel Reese is dominating and unrivaled? She don't got no backing behind her from the mainstream media. That's why channels like us, man, we gonna keep her popping. But look.
Oh no, K-Sap, she did get a headline.
What was the headline?
She was ejected.
Oh yeah, they
ejected. It wasn't about basketball, though.
The first person in unrivaled history to get ejected.
The first of its kind in history.
Crazy work.
She made history, man. She made. Hold on, just 1 second, man.
Here comes the money.
Dennis PC Gaming, appreciate the $2 super chat. That's a fact. Sky finished 1-5 without Angel Reese. Enough said. So Angel Reese impacts winning. I don't care what y'all say in the chat. She's an impactful player, man. She
Her
pushes all
plus
the
minus
envelopes,
is
man.
crazy.
Yeah.
Her plus minus is crazy,
Do
K-Sack.
y'all know starting off the WNBA season, she had the highest plus minus rating in the WNBA? That should tell you a lot. Caitlin Clark had the worst. That should tell you a lot.
I digress.
They jumped out the gate 1-7. But they still was pushing her. Come on, guys. We giving you facts, man. Facts over feelings, right? Right now, man, I got 6 spots. I'm gonna open up the panel. I'm open up the panel.
Don't come up here twerking too hard.
Yeah, come up here keeping it real. Let's talk basketball, man. Let's keep the hate out of it, man. Let's just talk basketball and the facts that we presented you guys. We want to hear the facts, man. Facts over feelings, man. If you get in your feelings, I'm kicking you off the show.
Click clap.
You can't be in your feelings, man. We want to have a legit conversation, man. I don't want nobody to get their panties in a bunch, man, because it's just basketball, man. This is all this is, man. So I'm gonna open up the panel. Y'all crazy. Key, hold on. This is what Key doing today. Key
Not
doing
them
this.
big mama draws.
Confusion.
Key is causing confusion today. Hold up. Hey, shout out to my man AC Chantel Calvin for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
That's a fact. He said, even if Angel ain't number 1, she damn sure not number 7. Facts.
That's true.
Facts. I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. When people actually can look at the game for what it is and take all the other bullshit out of it and give you their honest assessment. I appreciate that, AC. I appreciate that. All right, we're gonna open up the panel, man. Because Key up here.
Put your big girl draws on.
I'm causing confusion. I'm spreading
confusion.
clarity. I'm literally spreading clarity. Like,
no, that's our terminology of giving people the real stuff. Is the confusion. That's our terminology.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they don't understand. You cause a confusion because you give them to a raw and uncut. And y'all know what I said about that raw and uncut. Some of y'all like it raw, so we got to give it to you raw. So hey,
some of them can't handle it raw though.
That's a fact, Keisha.
Yeah.
That's the one.
All right, hold up. I got 6 fat. Hold up. Let me open up the panel because we're gonna see what they talking about. All right,
who we
got?
got?
We got Steady Serving ENT. We got Archer. Man, look, hey, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Do I bring Wody Mack up here, y'all? I'm asking. Do I bring Wody Mack up here?
Let him come up here and try to cook.
Tim,
let him do
I got Wody. I got BD.
Wow, man.
Yeah, make sure y'all sound is clarity. I got 6 on the panel, and everybody else got to wait their turn. All right, look, ladies first. Somebody's sound is somebody got some bad sound, bad feedback.
Everybody mute yourself if you're not speaking, please.
Yeah. All right, one at a time. Hey, Sister Noble, we already full. We got 6 people up on the panel. You gotta wait until somebody drops down, and then I'll bring you up. So stay backstage, and I'll get it popping like that because we wanna keep it professional and organized. We don't want to get too many people over talking each other because I know a lot of people got a lot of things to say. All right, so we're gonna start it off. We got L up on the panel. Go ahead, L.
What's good? I miss y'all. Oh my god.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I still got a
All
little
right.
cough, but I'm feeling better. Hey y'all. Hey
right.
panel. Hey Key, Keisha.
Hey, how you
all the
doing, El?
fellas, Sister Noble, everybody. All right, so it's been a minute, so I gotta get some stuff off my chest. But I'm
Okay.
twerking with honey on my chest and running
Hey,
down
L,
my
love
back.
you.
Who is that? Is that brother Broclaw? I love
Yeah.
you too. Uh-oh.
B,
Can y'all
come
hear
back
me?
up. B, I'll get you in. They're gonna speak and then they're gonna drop down. So go ahead, L.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm in a hotel and I got like
Now we
bad
can hear you.
connection. Okay. So first of all, let's address the elephant in the room, and that is the detractors that no matter what Angel does, how she improves, how she shows up, there's always going to be a narrative that they try to tell that puts her in a bad light. So let's start with her working with Lisa Leslie. And everybody wants to take the narrative of, oh, she's at a professional level. If she don't know how to make layups by now, that's why she's not good. All the BS. Stop it. Stop it. Angel wasn't always a power forward. She wasn't like when she got to LSU, Kim Mulkey changed her game. Period. And there are not a lot of players that we can reference in the women's game who had a particular playing style or dominance in one area of their game and then maybe went to another program or even stayed in the same program but under a different coach and their entire game was rebranded. Stop trying to make her seem like she is a scrub. She dominates at everything that she does. One, because she does have that dog in her. Two, because she has the desire and the will to learn, add to her game, and get better. So, all you clowns out there talking about what type of professional is she, that she's just now learning how to make layups, y'all ain't got nothing else better to talk about. Y'all have nothing else better to talk about. She will run circles around you one-on-one on any court, and I put all my money on that. That's the first thing. Secondly, I've never seen, coming from someone who has worked in media for many decades, I've never seen such a concerted effort to try to discredit, devalue, or diminish a player before in the way that the media is doing with Angel Reese. I think I saw somebody put in the chat right before I clicked the link to come up on the panel that they didn't even talk about the 2020 game that she had. They just don't, I don't care what it is, what she does, they will not give this young lady her just due, but they really don't have to. Because a lot of people are not even checking for mainstream media as much as they used to. They're coming to platforms like YouTube and listening to content creators, sports enthusiasts, sports experts, media experts, branding experts, and they're listening to what we're saying, which is why it's important that when we on these platforms talking, that we share the truth, even when it hurts. We're probably one of the few communities where we can critique Angel's game and also show her love at the same time.
Exactly.
And there's not a lot of platforms that are doing that outside of maybe like Showtime and Chicago Sky Central and maybe Quita, right? But outside of that, that's why it's so important that this community thrives and continue to create content, continue to support each other, because the more that we do that, KSAP, I heard you say this a couple nights ago, the more that we do that, like one small rock will make a ripple in the ocean. But if you throw a bunch of them at the same time, it's going to make waves.
Hell yeah.
That's all I got for now.
Man, I appreciate that. I really do. Like, we got 6 people on the panel. So, like, if y'all can drop some, like, after you speak, you can drop down, L, be in the background so I can get more people up, and then we'll rotate them in and out like that.
You got it. I'm out. I'm back in the comments.
Right. Man, appreciate you, L. All right, B, you can come up, B. Come on up, B. All right, let me get this real quick. Hey, shout out to Reddick Milky Way for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
Reddick Milky Way says facts, L. Also, shout out to Felicia Daniels for the $10 super chat. Facts, Angel was breaking records before CC. They made up records for CC until she really broke a record. Angel was playing great more than half of a season. To me, she still was the rookie of the year.
Facts. Key facts, Felicia.
All right, we got Sister Noble. Sister Noble, go ahead and what you got, Sister Noble? Sister Noble. Sister Noble.
Do you hear us, Sister Noble?
Uh-oh.
I don't think she could hear us, KSAP.
Look like she froze.
I don't think she could hear us.
Oh yeah, her
it might be her internet.
Her connection went bad. Oh yeah, she dropped off. All right, Tim, what's up, man?
What up, KSAP?
How you feeling,
Mr.
man?
Keisha and Miss Key. Hey man, how y'all guys doing, man?
All right,
how y'all doing?
What up, Tim?
Been a minute.
I'm pretty good. Hey, listen, I'm gonna stay on my side, but Angel Reese is hard, man. She looking real scary. Y'all already know. I'm a CC fan, but Angel killing it. Yeah, I look forward to her coming to the WNBA season like this too, man, because that makes it more exciting for the WNBA, man. So like, she doing her thing. I ain't gonna lie. She look real scary. She bodying them girls and unrivaled. Ain't nobody do nothing with her. And the only real thing I had with Angel Reese was her scoring. But now, like looking at her in unrivaled, man, she got the touch. You know what I'm saying? She got a little midi game going. She making her layups, so like she gonna be real dangerous, man. I can see Angel. She should be in the MVP conversation if she's dominating. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think the Sky, I think the overall roster looks pretty decent. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, she should come in and dominate like she doing in our rival. Like she'll definitely be in the MVP conversation, man. So like I give her a big shout out for man, 'cause she looking scary to me. That ain't looking good for my fever, but you know, I'm gonna stay on my
Hey,
side. But
check
she
this out.
dominating. She dominating.
Check this out about Tim. Tim, I appreciate you said that because that is what
You
you said
dominating.
when you first came onto this platform. When we was talking
Facts.
about Angel, you was saying about, you know, her scoring. You know, she could do a little bit more scoring if she would hit them layups. You did say that. So now that she's making them layups, I see that you got to change your tone now that she's scary. So we appreciate.
Scary, bro.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Scary.
You know, he's a Caitlin Clark fan. Tim been on this channel plenty of times. Tim has said, you know, the only gripe he has about Angel Reese, she got to get them layups. She got to score.
Man,
And
that's it.
now that he's seeing her score, he got to his opinion changed. See, that's what I'm saying.
Look,
I
man,
appreciate that.
looking scary, man. But I'm gonna drop off, man. But
And I
she looking
appreciate that,
scary
Tim.
though.
Man, go get
All
some
right,
rest,
man. Y'all
man.
be
Tim
easy.
from Germany, man. Appreciate you.
Y'all be easy.
All right.
See you, Tim.
All right, Mr. Keisha.
All right. Hey, we got I'm gonna get to you in just a second, B. Archer, what you got, Archer?
I'm just so happy to be here. It's very I guess to say elevating conversation. I do appreciate how y'all giving Angels love. I mean, when I was in the comments, it wasn't necessarily I wasn't no hate at all. I was just
Archer,
stating
I don't
facts.
pay you no mind. I don't pay you no mind. You know
No,
that.
it's just like I feel like I realized what y'all was saying about the. I'm just being realistic. Like she gonna have to at least average 20 and some change to get that double. Like that 13-13 is cool, but if that it sound better, it's 23 and 13. You feel me to get that MVP?
Yeah.
And you know, just based off the numbers that y'all was reading off to me, so I feel like if she could consistently do that, she gonna be good. Because what I've been seeing in Unrivaled, she definitely been slaying. She been killing them, and that's what she need to elevate in her game, man. And you know, making them layups, getting some touch. But she was definitely bully ball against Miss.
Nafisha, bully ball.
Hey,
Belt
she was
the
definitely
ass.
bully ball, man.
You ain't gotta say bully ball. Just say belt the ass.
Hey, she definitely was doing that. So I'm excited for this WNBA season and see what she could do. But yeah, she should definitely be in consideration, especially if she's putting up beastly numbers and what she's doing right now transitions to fives.
Yeah.
So, but that's all I got. Thank y'all for my time. Hey, it's up though. I'm excited.
Good take, man. Good take.
Yep.
Just 1 second before we let you in here, B. Just 1 second. Let me address these. Shout out to Yahuda L for the. I hope I pronounced that right. You know, I'll be botching names up. Reddick Milky Way will put me on blast if I botch another name up. So it's what is that? Yahuda L for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
I'm bad with names too, so I can't help you.
We love to hear each of the three hosts share their starting five based off of the Sky's current roster. We'll get to that. I
Okay.
appreciate the super chat. We will get to that. But let us finish address. Let me get my panel to give their thoughts. Also, shout out to Kiara. I don't know if this is probably the first time I saw Kiara in the chat, but we do appreciate the $2 super sticker.
Here comes the money.
And also shout out to Kiara again for the $2 super sticker.
Here comes the money.
Now, I will say this, right? I will say this. Look, everybody that's in the chat, man, all my moderators, drop the links to these channels, right? Because look, like Key just said, her memberships are coming soon. So what we gonna do now for the people that are members of these channels, we're gonna start dropping members only exclusive content. So then we can root out the people that don't want to be here, but y'all want to be here. So we're gonna start doing members only exclusive content. So it's very imperative that you guys are following all these channels, become a member, and we give you that exclusive content. Stuff that you can say, you only heard it there. You didn't hear it out on the YouTube street because if you're a member, you're getting the exclusives. All right? So let's go ahead and get it cracking. All right, B, what's going on?
What's up, chat?
What's going on, B?
Hey, B.
I was just in the comments kicking it, just reading everybody.
You just kicking it.
Yeah, just reading everybody comments. I think a lot of people. I always tell people that listening and reading is fundamental. And a lot of people was just not grasping what y'all was saying. Y'all wasn't saying that she is going to be the MVP. Y'all was saying that she should be in talks of it. She should be considered, especially if she comes if her unrivaled game will win her unrivaled game translate to the W. And she's averaging 23 and 14 and you compare it to the numbers of former MVPs, why can't she be considered? And I think that's where the conversation was getting lost in translation. A lot of people was thinking y'all was saying she should be the MVP. No, but she should be considered.
Yeah.
And based on her numbers, she could win it. And I agree. Like I am being biased, by the way, because I'm an Angel fan. But I agree based on the stats. 23 and 14 is impressive. First off, she's averaged more rebounds than anybody has ever averaged in the W at 13. So if she goes up another level to 14, come on now.
Yeah. Speak on it. That's fact.
Come on now. And then she fixes her scoring and get her scoring up to 23 points. Her field goal percentage in an unrivaled is raised up. I think it's like 10%.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's crazy. And then I heard you say somebody said, well, she's in the league. She should already know how to make layups. It's easier said than done. And I can tell it's easier said than done because the people who saying that is at home on their couch. They're not playing basketball. If it was so easy, why ain't they in the league? Why they not doing it?
They keyboard hoes.
If it was so easy, why we seeing so many people in unrivaled miss layups?
Game after game, they missing them.
But they only focus on Angel.
So it's not as easy as people think it is, especially when you 6'3" and half the women you going against is 6'5", 6'4", wingspan 7 feet, and you already have a Angel don't have like a layup problem. She has a mechanic problem. And
hold up, B. Reverse that and say that one more time.
I said Angel don't have a layup problem. She has a mechanics problem.
And when
Lisa Leslie fixed her mechanics and told her to get the ball up high off the glass,
see the difference.
Her layups are falling.
See the difference.
So I feel like at some point people should get tired of hating, and people should get tired of sitting at home on their couch, scratching a sack and talking about a girl that's 22 years old, but
with Cheeto dust on their fingers, B.
But then again, they don't. And Angel said it's okay because it's gonna bring her money anyway.
Oh yeah.
So y'all keep saying she missing layups, but once she start making them, I want to see what the next thing gonna be.
What they gonna say now?
Hey, let me address this real quick. Hey, shout out to Majik Man Hero for the $10 super chat.
Here comes the money.
Phonetically, my name is pronounced Magic Man Hero. I'm sorry, Magic Man Hero. Our Angel is handling so much pressure, especially from us. Why? Because the more we told we can't do something, it enables us to succeed. I appreciate that. Hey, we got Wody Mack in here. Before you come up, before you start talking, Wody Mack, man, we got 1,203 people in here watching or listening on these platforms. 1,203 1,203 people listening or watching on these platforms. Make sure you like the video, and everybody in these Twitter spaces, I know you're just listening, but go over to YouTube, man, drop a like on the video and subscribe to these channels where we give you this great content, right? We couldn't do this without you. And like I said, every time B comes up here and she puts it out to her Twitter people, we elevate. So everybody's listening or watching. We have 1,216 people in here listening or watching this particular show live, listening live. Our viewerships, that should tell you guys something. That should tell you guys something in the chat. People want to hear us, man. That should tell y'all something. So go ahead, Wody Mac. What you got?
All right, salute y'all. Good night, everybody.
Salute.
Yeah. All right. So I did read your title, so I understood the way that you posed it, like your MVP worthy, unrivaled, and the W. You did say both, right? For MVP of unrivaled and MVP of the W as well.
Yeah. No, it was worded the way what she's doing in Unrivaled going into the WNBA season, that should give her some MVP consideration.
Oh, well, I mean, what she's showing in Unrivaled is showing improvement, so that the things that she's practicing is taking hold. Like there's this percentage increase in her bag and her skill set that is showing the ability to hit the shot. I guess it comes now down more to how confident she feels taking in the opportunity she's going to be given, right? So just like you said, we keep it in and we talking basketball. She got one MVP vote last year, and without a shadow of a doubt, if you replicate what you did, I'm going to assume that she's going to get MVP vote considerations going into this year too, more than just one, right? If you double digit, you averaging double digits, averaging a double, and you putting up them type of rebounding numbers ahead of everybody in the league, yeah, you're definitely in MVP consideration. I don't know how much the record plays a part, because I mean, Asia did win it. She didn't have the best record. Her team didn't have the best record, but she did something that nobody's ever done. So that right there, just like the Russell Westbrook thing when he averaged
triple double.
Yeah,
season, but the triple double. Yeah,
you do something nobody else has done before, that kind of elevates you in the eye. So, what I guess y'all would have to help me with, what could she do to potentially put herself aside from everybody else? If she probably does something and it's astronomical and almost, never say impossible, but it's astronomical. If she averaged 20 rebounds, like, you put yourself completely aside from everybody else, like, yeah, this team is great, they're not winning, but that nobody's averaged 20 rebounds, they're like, the most rebounds in a season, and all that. That would have to be something, I think, along that line.
Because that would be a storyline. And just like you alluded to about Russell Westbrook, the storyline was the triple doubles, right? Nobody has done that since Oscar Robertson, right? So now Angel Reese in the W, if she sets herself aside and become the first person ever to average 20 rebounds, that's a storyline in its own. So that's gonna make that right there off of that, because of that storyline. That's MVP right there, based off of what we saw they gave Westbrook. The team was trash, but his individual numbers, because of the triple double, nobody never did that since Oscar. Now Angel, nobody has ever, just like B made a point, nobody has ever averaged 13 rebounds a game. Angel did that, right? So now, if you, like you said, if you increase that 7 more, because you saw the potential, you see the potential in Unrivaled in less minutes, right?
Yeah,
23 minutes and you get 21 rebounds.
We do gotta keep it in the context, though, that there's not a lot of bigs that she has to battle with. She's more physical, more imposing than she's more imposing than Fee. And the top rebounders in the league right now, I was just looking at the stats, had it pulled up. Who's Breanna Stewart? Believe it or not, is like 0.1 behind her, and a lot of people don't look at Breanna Stewart as a rebounder. feed
And she
with her.
taking Breonna Stewart to work. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, and Alyssa Thomas. Like those are the only people that are averaging double-digit. Not even. I don't even think your girl, the tallest one. Oh, I can't remember.
Brittany
Asia
Griner.
averaged double-digit rebounds as well, just last season.
Yeah,
Right
11.
behind
She averaged
Yeah,
11.
she's not playing.
Yeah,
No
and she's
lie.
not playing. But you got to look
You
at the
know,
numbers the rebounds Angel put up against Asia Wilson when they played. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't stop Angel from getting rebounds. You can't stop her from putting in that work. So what we're saying is, I think that Angel Reese, me personally, you had 13 last year. Even if you elevated around 16, 17, come on now. That's a storyline in itself. And then you put the points behind it. Say you elevate your points from 13 to 20, like people saying in the chat and like we've been saying. 20 and 17. Come on now, man. And if you can't get no MVP considerations from that, something ain't right.
You definitely.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Key.
I feel y'all. I do feel y'all. I understand where y'all coming from. Because, you know, Asia had the 1,000-point season. You know what I'm saying? There was no way you couldn't factor that in. I also think regardless if she scored 800 points, Asia was the clear MVP last season. So to me, the 1,000 points didn't really, but I get where y'all getting at. But I will say this about the rebounds. I mean, she averaged 13. I feel like if she get a couple more, cool. I'm not really with the 20 rebound thing. I know that is her bread and butter, but I do want to say this, like, for me, and this is just my opinion, I'm not boxing Angel Reese in next season. I'd rather say she need to get 20. She need to get 23 versus she need to get more rebounds because people kind of rely on that. And I get why, but she is so freaking skilled and she was never really allowed to really showcase that. And I don't knock him for that because they won a championship for it. And Angel even says, I don't care. As long as we won the championship, I was going to do whatever I needed to do. That's fine. But I absolutely need to see all of her game. Like, I want to see it all. I want to see the scoring. I want to see the assists. I think her steals, she get like 1-2 steals a game, picking people pockets, all of that stuff. She's so skilled. I think people think I get up on a soapbox and I give her this just because she's a black woman or something like that. But she is a dominant player in every which way and has so much game to show. She's given the best players we looking at now, y'all. In year 3, 4, 5, Angel Reese is gonna be giving them a run for she already is, but when she really cements her game, she gonna be giving Asia Wilson a run for her money. I'm willing to say that because she has another to tap in, that playmaking skill, the passing, the defense that she has. Like, she gonna be giving Fia a run for her money. She already is. So that's all I wanted to say about that. That was just my, as far as the little 20 rebounds thing.
All right. Hey, BD, it's been a minute, man. Go ahead and fire off, man. What you got?
Okay, I got a couple of things now. I've been sitting here patiently waiting. Last year, I came on this panel and I argued with you up and down. You was telling me Angel Reese is the franchise player. And I was telling you, how is that when she's not even the best player on her own team? You remember that conversation?
So where are you
this
going
was
with
last year.
Where are you going with it?
Okay, I'm going there with this. Angel Reese, 17 and 17, she could win MVP if the Sky win. That's what I'm saying. Now, this Angel Reese that we seeing in Unrivaled, she give you 17 and 17 in the WNBA next year. You damn right she's in the MVP conversation. She don't need to average 20 points. Give me 17 and 17. Average that for the year. Okay. And the Sky win or at least make the playoffs. Not even like win a championship in it. They get to the playoffs and she give you 17 and 17. Damn right she's an MVP candidate. Right, and I don't see how you not put her in the conversation.
Okay, so how does that correlate to her not being the best player on her team?
She is now. Well, I was saying to you last year that she wasn't
the best
year.
player.
Kennedy Carter was the best player. When Kennedy Carter fired off, they won games.
So
I watched Angel Reese have a 2020 game and lose.
Kennedy Carter was the best scorer. She wasn't the best player.
Not the best player. Thank you. She was not the best player
You
on
can be the
Chicago
best
Sky.
scorer, but
Okay, the
Angel
best
Reese's
players
plus
usually
minus
win
will
you
let you know
games,
that.
don't they? Don't the best player usually win games for you?
did she single-handedly win that game against the Fever?
Yes, she did.
Okay, all right.
Angel
Listen,
Reese
I'm
went
not
out
I'm
when the
not
Sky was
coming
winning
on here
I
like
know,
I'm an
BD.
Angel Reese hater. I've never
know
been
you're
that.
not. I know you're not.
A lot of people say Kennedy was the reason they beat
I
the
just
Aces.
wanted to go back to what you said about when we argued about who was the best player and who was the franchise. That's all I said.
Right. Now,
No, I respect you because you never have hated on Angel Reese. You've always gave her just dues. You've always gave her credit.
listen,
I'm not saying
Angel
that.
Reese by far is the most dominant rebounder in women's basketball. Period. Point blank. There's nobody better at that than her. Period. Nobody has a higher motor than that woman. That woman is all over the place. She don't take off a play. None of that. You know, my issue with Angel Reese always been the scoring. That she ain't have a mid-range. That was my issue with her. She get a jump shot. She's better than Asia Wilson because her motor is better.
Hold on, stop right
And
there,
her
BD.
rebounding is elite.
Stop right there, BD. So was you? I think you was on the panel when I said if Angel Reese gets a mid-range game and can shoot that 3 ball, her comparisons and her ceiling is Asia Wilson-esque. Didn't I say that?
Listen, if Angel Reese give you a mid-range, if he give you 2 3-pointers a game, just 2, to give you 15, she's going to give you 13 to 15 rebounds. That's a given. She's going to give you that. If she hits you 2 3-pointers a game, it's a wrap. What are you going to do with her?
So essentially, if Angel Reese becomes what Asia Wilson is now, she's better than Asia Wilson.
Yeah, because of the rebounding and the motor. Listen, Asia Wilson is a great rebounder
Asia
too,
Wilson-esque,
but she's
Woj.
not on Angel Reese level of rebounding. They're 2 different levels. There's levels to the shit. Like you have Moses Malone and you have Dennis Rodman, and then you have Andre Drummond and Sabonis. You understand what I'm saying? They're all good rebounders, but they're levels to the rebounding shit. You understand what I'm saying? Angel Reese level is on a whole nother plane, like nobody's ever seen before. So you add that with 2 3-pointers a game, well, what are you going to do with that?
But just like I can say where Asia Wilson is lacking that tenacity on the rebound and like Angel Reese, she still has that same type of tenacity and fire, and she already is polished everywhere else, right?
How long Asia Wilson been in the league?
Yes. But then, just like with anything, right?
I think it's year 6 for her, year 7, something like that.
How long she been in the league, Wody?
Who, Asia Wilson?
Yeah.
About 6 years, 7 years.
Okay. Angel Reese going on her 2nd year, right?
Yeah.
And you talk about polish, right? Yeah. So when I made my statement about Angel Reese getting a mid-range game, firing off that jumper with confidence and consistency, and what she's already doing right now, for the lack thereof, or what y'all saying that she lacks, and she's still putting up these numbers. And I said, if she gets all this, that is Asia Wilson-esque, right?
Yeah, I heard you when you said that.
That's the comparison, right? So now when you start comparing people, they're gonna compare Angel Reese to Asia Wilson if she starts scoring at an astronomical rate the way she's doing in Unrivaled. So it is what it is.
Y'all got
what I'm saying is she don't need to score at an astronomical rate in the W though. Remember, it's a different dynamic. 3-on-3 is a way different dynamic than 5-on-5. It just is.
Y'all got to realize
we got to have space for her to work.
Yeah.
Like Cardoso gonna get off just like AR gonna get off this year if the guard play is there. If Atkins do what Atkins did last year and Vandersloot give you 10 points a game, Angel Reese is gonna be a 20-10 person.
If I may,
because she's going to have the space to move. Cardoso going to give you 15 and 10. If the guard play, if Atkins do what Atkins did last year and Vandersloot give you 10 points a game, she's going to be a 20-10 person if they do that.
I just wanted to say real quick, because this goes back to something that was said earlier in the conversation, right? With the shot attempts. She was taking about 10 to 15 shot attempts, right? And if you make at least 11 or 12 of those, if everything is mid-range, everything is a 2, That's your 20 points right there, right? If the efficiency, like she's showing in Unrivaled, goes up, and she still takes the same amount of shot attempts, the efficiency would have to be ridiculously high, especially if everything is at the rim. And the only reason I'm saying that is with the expectation, just like any player. Okay, the efficiency is not going to be 70% every night in and out, but they may take 18 shots, 19 shots. So that would include Angel Reese taking the bulk or the majority of the team's shot attempts to still get about 10 to 11 attempts, maybe with some free throws in there, to get to that 23, 24 point mark.
Can I ask you a question, Woody Mac, once you're done?
Also, but then we're taking into account what he said, Asia Wilson S. And I respect it. Yes, that comes involved with the confidence to start taking them jump shots. Because we know Asia Wilson, midi is like that Tim Duncan is auto, hand, face, everything, auto. And usually when somebody's working on something, for it to take hold, sometimes it takes 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
I got a question.
Hold up, B. Before you go, let me just say this about Wody. Wody, I mean, you've been up on this platform for a minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me something different on Angel Reese? Because every time you speak on Angel Reese, you say the same thing. You say the same thing. Give me something different. Give me something new. You say the same thing. All your points are the same thing. But I respect it. I respect your opinion, but they the same. Give me something new, man. Give me something new that you're going to confuse me with. Because every time we talk about Angel Reese and we talk about the numbers and the way BD talking about the rebounding and the scoring, it seems to me that you have the same gripe each time. You don't give me nothing new. That's all I'm saying. All right, go ahead, B.
And that's what I just want to make sure you can hear me, Wody Mac. You can hear me?
Yeah,
Because I got a couple of questions for you. Did you watch Angel play last season?
Yeah.
So out of watching her play, how many plays did the Chicago Sky run for Angel Reese? To get her shots, how many plays did they run for her?
It's
I know
easy.
I know the number.
None.
Not one.
No.
Zero.
Wody Mac, I asked you a question. I just need you to answer my question.
You call a post up like, she gets set on the so is that ran for it? Would you call that?
Yeah, like she post up and they dump the ball down.
At the end of games, though, and usually around
Okay,
like
look.
third quarter, they let
So
her get
about
up.
5 times. 5 times, right?
Maybe five
Okay.
or 7. But
It's 5 times. No, it's 5 times. I'm telling you the exact number. What it averaged out to is 5 times. So she got a play ran for her 5 times. Out of those 5 times, we're gonna say she attempted that shot all 5 times. That's 5 shot attempts. She averaged 11 shot attempts a game. Where do she get those other shot attempts from? Offensive rebounds, because she averaged 5 offensive rebounds a game. You said that in order for her to make that leap in scoring, she take 11 shots. She gonna need to take the bulk of the team shots to get to elite scoring. She at 13 points now and she only take 5 shot attempts. We're not gonna count them other 6 because them 6 shot attempts not hers. So if you give her actual 10 shot attempts of her own shots and she's still getting offensive rebounds, why can't she get to 23 points? You can answer me that.
Yeah, that's what the point that I was going to is the shot attempts would generally go up because nobody is generally going to be making 70 to 80% of everything they put up, right? But if you're running the offense through that said player, they're going to have a lot of opportunities to get into their bag, or that's your number one scoring option. So
But
yes,
how is 10 shots
that mark, but then
that's
she would
my
have
question.
19 a game.
That's my question. How is 10 shots majority of the team shot attempt? Because you said that.
No,
You
it would
said
have
she
to,
was,
her attempts would have to jump for her
but
also to
you
stay at
no,
that.
Woody Mac, you said she will have to average majority of the team shot attempts. That's what you said, verbatim.
B putting them in the trick bag.
How is 10 shots majority of the team's shot attempts?
I'm thinking speculatively what would have to happen. 10 shots that she took now is not what I'm saying would need to happen.
But
Just
see,
to hear
that's
me-
the thing. That's the
what
thing,
would
Woody
need to
Mac. Hold on. That's the thing with people who don't truly watch Angel. You don't have to really run plays for her because she gonna go get hers. She know how to go get hers. She gonna go get hers off the board. You don't have to necessarily run plays for her. So getting her 10 shot attempts is not. Teams take almost 70 shots a game. 10 shots out of 70 is only 7% of the shots.
B, this is what I'm saying though, because that doesn't make sense. If you're only getting 10
Yeah, I
shots,
disagree with that too. You have to make offense for her. You got to give her the ball sometime. But
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying y'all not listening. That's why
Nah, they listening. B, they listening slow. B, they listening slow.
That's not what I said.
That's not what she said.
He said that she will have to take majority of the team shot attempts. This is what he said to get to her points. She only take 5 of the team shot attempts now, and she gets 13 points because 6 is off the other players on the team. Those aren't her shot attempts. Those other 6 are not her shot attempts.
That's what rebounding
does.
She
just happens to be there and put it back.
Mm-hmm.
So if she go to 10 and still get her 5 offensive boards, she technically at 10 of her own shot attempts. How is that majority of the team shot attempts? Y'all not answering my question.
Well, mathematically, it's not the majority of the team shot attempts. The math don't add up.
That's my whole point.
See, this is what they do, B. When you ask them a direct question,
they can't answer it.
They can't answer it. They deflect. I mean, sometimes it.
What do you mean? I just answered it.
No, we're not talking about you, BD. We're not talking about you, BD. See, you jumped in here wrong. We're not talking about you. She asked Wody Mack a question, but Wody Mack had to, bring out the pickles and the mustard and the ketchup and the hot dog buns and put a whole snack together. She just asked a simple question. Let me get to this real quick. Shout out to Gamble. Hey, shout out to Gamble for the $5 super chat. He said,
"Here comes the money."
Damn, he said the hate is so bad. My kid didn't get the Angel Reese bag at McDonald's. And when she asked, they said we charge for extra bags while she was holding one. Oh, that's sad. What state are you in, Gamble?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Why you do the kids like that?
Why you doing the kids like that, man?
I actually bought it. I got a bag. I got a picture of it too. I actually bought it.
That's good, man. Keep that
Not
bag,
a
man.
To hit the Angel Reese bag.
But look,
AR is always going to be commercially sound. She's pretty. She's tall. She got all the sex appeal that you could want out of an athlete. She's commercially AR going to be fine. She ain't going to have no problems getting money that route ever.
Let's Sister Noble, and I want to go after Sister
it's
Noble.
Actually 13%. Appreciate that $2 super chat, Zoe.
Here comes the money.
Yeah, so math ain't my expertise, but I know it was around that area. I still don't think it's majority. 13% is not majority in any situation. People, places, or things. 13% is not majority. So that just was my question. Like if you're gonna talk, I don't mind people having a difference in opinion about Angel Reese because at the end of the day, I don't know her, you don't know her. She's a player, so everybody is can have their own opinion. My thing is, if you're gonna have your opinion, at least be honest in it. At least state facts in it.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna have to take majority of the team shots to get her points because she gets her points in other ways. And that was my point of asking him that. 10 shots is not majority of the team shots. Now she go out there and give you 5 offensive rebounds on top of that, and that's how she get her other 10 points. Say she make 5 of those 10 shots, which is 50%, because you said she gonna have to, her field goal percentage is gonna have to be crazy. Say she get her 10 shots and she make 5 of those. That's 50%. That's 10 points. And she get her other 10 points off offensive rebounds. 5 offensive rebounds. That's all she needs.
Yeah, hey, I agree with that, B. And see, the thing that we do
Five
over here,
B. Yes,
we got
5 offensive rebounds does not mean 5 guaranteed shots made though.
Wody, man, you see, this is what I'm saying, Wody. You got the same takes, but I respect it though, man.
But here's the thing: if she's giving you 15 rebounds a game, and 5 of those are offensive, you could give or take 2 or 3 of those she's gonna put back in the basket. That's 6 points. You understand what I'm saying? So Like AR gonna be fine. Like I said, she just needs space. The Sky just needed space. Cardoso and AR were cramped in that pivot last year because they didn't have the outside shooting. They have the shooting now. You got a player in Atkins who could open floor up for them. So she should get 20 and 10 this year just off that.
Somebody
Facts.
said not to mention free throws too, which she's shooting 87% from the free throw line.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
fact.
we if we gonna do points, you got to
Yeah.
do points all the way across the board.
Yeah. And the
If
crazy
you're
thing
gonna
about
do
it is,
points, you're gonna have to do it all the way across the board.
see, B, this is what you did, man. You fit right into the show, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we got this thing over here we call the trick bag, right? And some people get caught up in the trick bag.
Get put in
And
a
when
trick
you
bag.
come on here and you talk, some people get caught up in the trick bag.
But Sister Noble, we gotta
Hey,
hear
how
what
you
you gotta
doing?
say. What you got, Sister
Listen,
Noble? You've been
Man, you
waiting
been pulling
patient.
up on us. She been in the matrix on us.
I know. Listen, since Angel's layup package has dramatically improved, and she's an offensive rebounding machine. Okay, I truly believe that she will be in the MVP conversations this upcoming season. And, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I personally believe it. On May 14 last year, I told one of these YouTubers that we no longer deal with. Okay, I told that person that Angel Reese is going to be a beast in the WNBA. That's what I told her. I want to talk about a little bit about this article that I wrote about Angel Reese on December 6, 2023, when she was still at LSU. And I wrote verbatim, this is what I said. The reason Angel Reese could become a dominant player in the WNBA is the young lady has what is called the clutch gene. That's what I said. She has what is called the clutch gene. Prior to LSU versus Virginia Tech's game on November 30, 2023, I was watching Reese during shoot around. She didn't seem to be in top-notch basketball condition. However, she was laser focused. She was not smiling a lot. She looked like she was ready to go and take control and dominate the game on both ends of the floor. This is exactly what I wrote, okay? And she was working harder than all the opposing players on the floor. The Tigers dominated the offense in all four quarters. Her and Flage were back to their usual selves. I saw two hungry players that maybe felt they had to redeem themselves due to the recent events, which saw Reese benched for a week and away from the team. Okay. Angel Reese right now is on a clear trajectory to be a very dominant player in the league for a very long time. After the national championship game, I'm gonna go back to the national championship game in 2023. This huge social media influencer said some very ugly things about Angel Reese. And I don't know whether y'all remember, but he took to Twitter and he called her a classless piece of shit. His problem was that Iowa lost this game against LSU because I think he lost a lot of money. He had bet on the game and he lost a lot of money because Iowa lost. So this is where all this hate, it stems from Iowa getting their asses kicked by LSU. That's where all the hate really comes from. Angel Reese, she's getting all this hate because she won against Iowa. And she showed Caitlin the ring finger. But listen, Caitlin herself did not have a problem with Angel showing her the ring finger. Caitlin does not have an issue with Angel Reese. In fact, I'm gonna go on record to say that Caitlin Clark admires Angel Reese. She really does. And everything between these two players is really all about healthy competition. It's nothing more than that. Healthy competition on the court. They're not enemies off the court. They're not enemies at all, period. Okay, so I get tired of CC fans always going out of their way to attack Angel Reese. They go out of their way to try and tear down this young lady, all because she's out here, just dominating both on and off the court, and she's really, honestly, she's upstaging Caitlin Clark right now. To be honest, okay.
Hey, that's
And
a fact.
this is no shade. This is no shade against Caitlin Clark. I'm just saying this is the reality. The reality is that Angel Reese, they did not expect her to have, I guess, this much shine. They didn't expect Angel Reese to really make it beyond training camp, to be honest. They really didn't. A lot of people didn't. But this girl has not only made it beyond training camp, but she's out here dominating the game itself, both on and off the court. And she's, right now, she's looking like, she is going to be in the MVP conversations in this upcoming season.
Sister Noble, I got to ask you a question. Oh, no, you good. You good. I wanted to ask you a question. The LSU championship, when it was all said and done and they was on the stage, what did Angel win?
What did Angel win?
Yeah.
She won MVP, I think. Yes, she
most
won MVP.
She won most outstanding player.
I saw that game for the first time. I saw that game for the very first time. It was 2 weeks after it aired. The game aired on April 2nd. I saw it like the third week of April. That's when I saw it. And I was like, I mean, listen, that was the best college basketball game, I believe, of all time, in my honest opinion. Okay, that's just my honest opinion.
Hey, that's a good breakdown, Sister Noble. Hey, Zoe, we got Zoe from I Am Zoe Media in the building. What's up, Zoe?
K-Sap, can I give y'all some numbers real quick before Zoe go?
Go ahead.
So because I like to back up my talk a little bit sometimes. So look, Angel scored 24 points on 15 shots. She scored 20 points on 13 shots. She scored 17 on 13 shots. She scored 19 on 16 shots. She scored 27 on 13 shots, 25 on 12 shots, 20 on 10 shots. If she get in that 10 to 15, 16 shot range, which still is not majority of the team's shots, she can score 20 points easily. Let's not forget she shot 39% last season.
I got you, Keisha. So,
if she get up to 46% and she still get them 10 to 15 shots, what's stopping her from getting 20 plus points?
Because you got, like you said, that's easy. 10 made shots is 20 points.
All right, hold on once, Wody. Hold up once, Wody. Hold up. Hey, let's go ahead and put go ahead, Zoe. We got you.
Yeah.
What's good, man? What's good, man? Look.
Man, what are we doing?
Why I got an email, Wody Mac? Why you up here hating, man? What's going on? I only come up here to cook. I only, that's look. Look. I only come up here to cook. Wody Mac, why you up here hating on my dog, man? What's going on, man?
I don't hear no hating yet. What's
going on, man? You got to get up off him, man.
Wody got the same takes, man. That's all it is, man. He got nothing new. He got no new takes. Man. Yeah.
She didn't do you no wrong, man.
Yeah. He got no new takes.
Angel being MVP.
Zoe, wait, before you go, Zoe, I don't know if you was here from the start of the stream. So we're not saying she's gonna be MVP. We're saying being in the MVP conversations.
No. I've been here the whole stream, man. I got you. Let me take it away. So to be in the conversation, she gotta do a little more than 20 and 10. She gotta get to this would be a top, so anything out of the top 5, you're not really in the conversation. That's all courtesy votes because they are third place votes. Like you're not really in the conversation. Like anything out of top 5, most years, anything out of the top 3, you're not really in the conversation. Last year, I never even tripped about the Caitlin Clark situation. She was never in the conversation. That's why I agree with K-Sap on that. That was all machine voting, man. Like that's all courtesy voting. Like it only had 2 people in that MVP race. like that was the only 2 people that was going. That everybody else is ancillary pieces. So Angel Reese needs to get, and the team is going to have to be part of the conversation too. So last year, whatever the record was, it has to be 20% more wins. You got to start there first.
Yeah.
You got to be a 7 or above seed to even get in the conversation. Like I'm talking be actual factor in it. You got to be above a 7 seed.
They're gonna be a 6 seed this year. Mark my word. They're gonna be 6.
I got him at 6 seed.
I got him at
you watched
6.
my breakdown yesterday. Look, I'm high on Ariel Atkins. Like a lot of y'all don't know what y'all got. Y'all got a talent that hasn't really been showcased like that. I mean, the last big team she had, that team was vets, so she got stuck there by herself, and nobody gave her credit for carrying that team on both ends of the floor. But that's here nor there. I got them at 6 seed, but they got to start off as a 7. They got to finish as a 7 seed. Angel Reese has to get to 23, 11, 1 block, and her defense has to be in the, I would say, middle of the pack to above. And I'll tell you why. When voters are voting, right, they vote on how you impact it according to what your skill sets are. Angel Reese isn't a scorer. So her best ability is helping control the defense, crash the boards, and defensive rebounding is part of defense. It's one of the most biggest parts. So their defense has to stand out above what it was last year, and she has to be the most integral part of that, along with the tag team of Ariel Atkins and your anchor Camila Cardoso. So their defense has to be middle of the pack or above for her to get into that top 3. I don't like to read off like years prior MVPs because the pace of the game changes. Points mean a little more depending on the season. So you could average 20 and 10 one season and win MVP, but that next season, that won't even get you in the top 5. You kind of get what I'm saying? So like, even if you go back and look at the previous MVPs, you take out the courtesy ones. Like I think the one Stewie got, that was really Asia Wilson's MVP. I'm standing on that. And look, you can't prove me wrong. Outside of, the complimentary courtesy ones, you really got to have a total impact to be in that votes that actually matter. So Angel Reese, voters are going to look at her and say, how did she impact this team defensively and on the boards? Because that's her calling card. They won't, trust me, they won't really focus on the offensive side of it because that's not what she's about. She's about generating possessions with her defense and rebounding. So for her to get in there, their defense is going to have to get a little better. Last year, they were the worst perimeter defense in the league. They gave up 43% from 3, and they gave up 47% from the mid-range. No team has done that in the last 10 years. Their defense last year was horrible. Like horrible. And for them to be in that position was miraculous. Like there was a point in the season where they were vying. I don't know if y'all remember this. They were vying for the actual 5 seed. They had back-to-back games with Mercury, Connecticut, and I think it was the Lynx. They played the Lynx twice in that little 5-game spread. If they would have went 500 in that, they would have actually had a good chance of actually making the playoff because they needed those games, honestly. But for Angel Reese to be in that conversation, she got to be 23, 11, 1-1, and her defense has to be mid to the top 5 because she got a lot working against her as far as like the other bigs. Like they've been established, their first team, all WNBA players. So like she got a lot working against her because she has a lot more comparable competition at her position than the guards do. I think he said it earlier. Guard hasn't won the MVP since 2011, which was Tamika Catchings.
Yeah, that was Tamika Catchings in 2011.
So when you're in that position, you got a lot working against you because they're proven they're going to get those. We could take it to the NBA. They're going to get those LeBron James first team votes, even though they were in the first team small forward that year. They'll get those legacy votes. So she got a lot working against her because the people that she's actually trying to compete with at her position, they are legends already in their own right. So she's going to have an uphill battle getting into it. But if she comes out 20, let's say she goes 19, 20, 19, 10, one block, a half a steal a game, she'll be in the top 6. She'll end up in the top 6 because I got them being the 6th seed. I got their defense improving. I need to see how much Rebecca Allen and Kia Nurse actually contribute. But outside of that, I mean, she just got to play her game. I get tired of hearing the whole she needs to do this, she needs to do that. Like, I've never heard, it's weird. I've never heard that in no other sport in my life. What Angel Reese has to do. Like, why can't Angel Reese just be good at what Angel Reese does? Like, every time I hear people talk about Angel Reese, she needs to get good at this, or she needs to get better at that. Like, I've never heard that conversation ever. Like,
so because it's Angel Reese, man.
Like they like but again, but the same people who say that, they get mad when I tell them you ain't never been in the locker room before. They come back and say, Zoe act like he the only one who played basketball. You acting like you know what you're talking about. So that's why I don't be getting that where the sentiment be coming from. Because how you know what she need to work on? What locker room you been in? What coach you done work with? What drills you done did? How you know what she need to work on?
That's the casuals, man.
Confused.
That's the casuals, man.
I never built the house case out. If a carpenter say this is how you build this house, I don't care if I watched 1,000 YouTube videos. Guess who I'm gonna believe? I'm gonna believe him.
Yeah. And look, and I'm glad you brought that point up. I'm glad you brought that point up, Zoe, because I made a few videos about her peers are now coming out, giving Angel Reese her just dues and telling people that, look, y'all critiquing her for this way, you better give her flowers now, because these are the young ladies that's in the battlefield with Angel Reese. They are the ones that got to go up against Angel Reese. They are the ones that got to box Angel Reese out. They are the ones that got to guard Angel Reese. Until you've been down there with Angel Reese and been in the trenches with her, how you just going to sit back and say, like you said, what she needs to work on? These players understand what Angel Reese brings to the table. But before we go any further, man, look, we got 1,314 people watching or listening to the show. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to these channels. All these channels are in the chat. Make sure you following our sister KL Networks. Make sure you following I Am Zoe Media. Make sure you are following Key, WBB Universe. Make sure you following Keisha, Cut the Ish. Make sure you following The Perspective. Make sure you're following Steady Serving ENT. Make sure you're following AD at Fast Break. Make sure you're following ADP. All these people in here, make sure you're following Sister Noble. She brings good content on Twitter. She got Twitter over there popping. Make sure you're following B. She's new to the YouTube streets, converting over from Twitter. She's putting our stuff out there in these Twitter spaces, and we are elevating. So we do appreciate that. All my moderators, drop the channels in the link and hit a like button. All right, Brass, we got you backstage being patient. What you got?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
What's up, my man?
Nothing. How's everybody doing?
Brass, man?
Hey, man. Hey, I'm doing good, nephew. I'm doing good, nephew. I'm still recovering from my cooking. But,
hey, hold on just 1 second. Brass, let me get to this real quick. Let me get to this super chat.
Here comes the money.
Shout out to Tish Money for the $10 super chat. Can we agree that Angel is being treated similar to Miss Sophia, the color purple, when she socked Miss Millie? Angel just waved her hand and pointed at her ring finger. I'm just saying. Hey, that's what it is. All right, Brass, what you got?
Hey, I'm on here kind of late, brother, but I guess the topic is is Angel going to be an MVP candidate next year, or do I think she's going to win it?
Nah,
Should she
is she
be in the
good?
conversation?
Should she
Or
be in the
should she be in the
conversation?
conversation?
Yeah.
You
Or
know,
let me put it like this, Brass. We what we seen in these last 2 games, and we obviously know she didn't get to play as much minutes because of, however Nola wanted to run the team. So we're saying like we seeing she could have had a close to triple double that last game had Lexi made a couple of them layups. You know what I'm saying? She had I think 23, 12, and 4 or something like that. And so we're kind of just saying, if she could bring this, I'm not saying she's gonna do the exact same numbers. I know she gonna get her steals, right? And then we also brought up the previous year's MVP numbers. Zoe feels like don't compare it, but we just saying, right? Why can't she not be in the conversation? Why that's not on FanDuel, right? They got CC on there. You could bet on if CC is gonna be by the end of the season, right? I'm
no
saying
question
why
about
she
that.
can't be in the conversation. That's basically what we're saying.
Well, because she's not CC, but that's one of the reasons. Listen, all the things that Zoe pointed out is legitimate. How your team does, but can she be an MVP candidate? Yes, because Angel is such a force multiplier. Her personality, her will, her passion, her focus, the dog in her, it just jumps off the screen and it jumps into her teammates. So yeah, she could be, but the thing is, I don't know how this roster is gonna totally look. I think Ariel Atkins will help her. I think Vandersloot will help her because they're veterans. They can show her, what it is to be a professional. Something that she really didn't get last year, or Camilla. But it's going to determine. It's going to be determined by a lot of factors. But for me, Angel just being Angel, I wouldn't put it past her to be in that conversation. But we also have to realize that politically, Angel is not very popular politically. And I'm not talking about among the players. I'm talking about the media, the pundits, the machine, as we call it. They're going to do whatever it takes to belittle and poo-poo what she does on the court, because there were a couple of people, but for the most part, everybody let the narrative of getting rebounds off her own misses and the not finishing at the rim and all of that. That they're gonna, they constantly harped on that. While when it came to CC, they didn't hardly ever mention her 200 plus turnovers for the year, which shattered the record. It didn't just break the record; it shattered it. It evaporated it. It atomized it. But they don't talk about that. But when they talk about Reese, all they talk about, she missed layups, and now there's a narrative going around that it's just 3-on-3 as far as the Unrivaled. What I'm saying online, it's just 3-on-3. She should have more rebounds than that because it's 3-on-3, not taking into account her playing time. But to answer the question, I think she could be, but I can't say for certain because of the makeup of this roster, and because winning comes with it.
Yeah, hey, Brass. That's a good point. Like Zoe, put it in context because a lot of factors do weigh in. But if we just talking about numbers and basketball and what she's doing, she got to get some consideration, man. I understand what you're saying about the media pundits, because we seen the media pundits, what they tried to do. It was a smear campaign last year. We saw what they tried to do. They tried, and like I said, and I'm gonna keep on saying this, Caitlin Clark had the machine behind her. Before she even came in the WNBA, it was all these rave reviews about her. And just like Sister Noble alleviated to, she said the same thing about Angel Reese. Angel Reese went number 7. Notice 7 picks in the WNBA, they don't latch on long, right? They don't latch on long, but she stuck around. Her game translated. And what you said, Brass, everybody talked about Angel Reese's missed layups and stuff like that. But, you know, people had to sit back and critique that, and people was all right with that. But then when we brought up Caitlin Clark's turnovers, we the ones hating. We the one trying to drag her name through the mud. And then the thing about it is when Caitlin Clark came into the WNBA, everybody fell in love with Caitlin Clark for the logo threes and stuff like that. But you got to understand something. When she came over to the WNBA, that stuff didn't translate with her. It was a struggle. Then all of a sudden, they wanted to flip the narrative. Oh, look at the assist that she's getting. She's out there passing like magic and doing all this stuff like that. So they try to change the narrative. But
that's right.
Before we move on, man, shout out to B Will for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
He said, love my community. Appreciate you, my brother. And then also, shout out for the $5 super chat. I think that's going to Lakeisha.
Here comes the money.
He says, Sister Lakeisha getting this money. All right. All right, Key. I know you got some more things to say, but let you have it.
Nah, I mean, it's been a great conversation. I love hearing like everything everyone's saying for real. I think everybody has great perspectives, putting things into perspective, talking about the team wins too. Like, hey, you got to factor that in, etc. But I thought I heard feedback. But I just feel like, I mean, we just talking about coming into this year. Will she be in the conversation or saying she should be if she's averaging the numbers that we're seeing, you know, things like that. I just her trajectory is crazy. I think people really underestimate her. I think I get what you were saying, KSAP, when you said Asia-esque, or they'll start to put them against each, because that's just how stuff works.
Mm-hmm.
But I firmly believe when, you know, Angel, you know, hangs her sneakers up, it's gonna be people saying, is this person the next Angel Reese? Like I swear she's 101. Like I think she's gonna carve out her own lane, her own. She already really play her own style of wonky basketball. You know, people hate her mechanics, but she done made that shit work for her with that rod in her leg and all of that.
That'd be a good thing though, Key.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. That's what I'm just wanting people
her
to,
her versus Asia Wilson. That would be a good thing for her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not discounting that at all. But I'm mostly for people who be like, oh, I think people try to find like, oh, she gonna be like Asia Wilson. Like her game gonna be like Asia Wilson.
Comparing her to one of the GOATs, though. You comparing her to one of the GOATs.
Yeah, that's why I say, because she, in order for her to get that MVP, she got to get in the conversation with the elites.
Yeah.
And that's how she gets in there.
Yeah, I agree with that, Zoe. But look, check this out. Let me address this, and I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Hold up, just let me shout out to Kurt Blanco for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
He said the conversation material needs work because missed layups and getting her own rebounds is gonna die out like VHS tapes next year. Facts. All right.
Hey, I gotta go, case out, man. Y'all be cool, man.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming up, breaking it down.
What's up, man? You was doing all that cooking before I got up here, man.
Yeah. So
man, I don't want to hear that, man. You scary, man. You scary. You scary. You scary.
I'm very
reserved,
my G.
Hey, Sap, they be doing all that cooking on your channel till they see my logo. Notice everybody got. They be doing all that
fall
cooking.
Back.
Woody Mac, you scary, Woody Mac. You ain't get no phone call. You ain't get no phone call.
Where
y'all
you
be smooth, man. I see you Monday, man.
I wish I would hear.
Peace out, bro.
I will say this.
I keep it the same all around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will say this though. Look, this is the funny thing. This conversation was about Angel Reese being in the MVP consideration, right? So now I see a lot of people in the chat. I see a chat that Uncle J.E. said something about they stacked the deck for Caitlin Clark. If they stack the deck for Caitlin Clark, why should she be considered in the MVP race if she got a stacked deck?
That's a good question, because I believe they stacked the deck because they needed as many great players around her as possible because she doesn't have the intangibles of making her teammates better. That's why that's why she doesn't have a championship. Unlike Angel, who is just bursting out her pores with intangibles. She's a walking intangible. She makes everybody around her better, and her teammates adore her. You never hear a bad word about Angel from teammates or other players. That's why they stacking that deck in Indiana, because they know that Caitlin is her personality is not conducive to making people around her better.
Facts,
Well,
Brad.
hell, does Kawhi Leonard make his teammates better?
Yes, he does, in his own quiet way. Yes, he does.
And he don't say a word.
Wow. Hey, that's impressive. Hey, what's up? What's up, bro, Claude? I see you in here, man. What's up?
Man, I've been in the highways and byways. That's why I had to jump down.
It's all good,
drop up,
man. What's all
drop up,
good?
drop down. You know what I mean? Because I'm in the streets. I did a quick live. I did not get no notification, brother, that you had went live. So
Man,
I would have.
we set it up. I set it up this morning, man. We was on there this morning, so I
Oh,
don't know,
okay,
but it's all
yeah.
good. It's all good. It's all good.
So I was sleeping. You know, I was up overnight till about 8 this morning on Shea Butter. So I had a lot of orders. But listen, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this. Wody Mac, you need to knock it off. I already know you cause confusion. Stop it,
I
man.
ain't said nothing yet.
Man, stop it, man. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. You
He
my
got put in the
brother.
trick bag. B put him in the trick bag. He quiet right now.
I
B got
did
put him in
not
the trick
disagree.
bag.
Hold up. If y'all, all right, allow me.
Hold on, Wody. Hold
I
on,
ain't gonna take me
Wody.
long.
You ain't got to explain yourself, man, because we about to wrap up the show. We got other shows that we got to go to. We're about to wrap the show up, man. You did, hey, Wody. It's nothing but love, though, man. But I just like how you come up here getting the frying pan. Go ahead.
Listen, that's my brother from another mother. You know what I mean? Me and Wody mess with each other. I don't like people that always have to agree with me and glaze me up and just saying you right. I like somebody that's gonna, you know what I mean, that's gonna challenge my intelligence.
Yeah.
You got what I'm saying? And intellectually, what we talking about right now is the baddest young 22-year-old to ever impact the WNBA in decades. This feeling that we having in the second year tandem made me feel the same way when Cheryl Swoops came. Made me feel the same way when Lisa Leslie came. You know, I'm an old head, so I remember those days, and that was the reason I was watching it back then. You know what I mean? When they retired, I kind of fell off and came back, and you know what I mean? When Candace came back when Candace came into the league, it's the MVP year, and then of course the championships that she had those seasons, as the season with the Chicago Sky. So this is really my first year back from an old school standpoint. You understand what I'm saying? So I appreciate everything that you've been doing. All my two girls that's on there, I'm ready for the call the game in a second. But what I'm saying is this: Angel Reese is got to be the most impactful basketball player of all time. The way she done it, I'm talking about when you say a megastar. Look at how we talking about her. Look at the chaos, all the negativity. They say you weigh your business, the way you handle yourself, you weigh your greatness on your enemies. You don't weigh your greatness on your friends, you weigh your greatness on your enemies. She got diabolical great enemies. She got enemies that's so diabolical. They have to make up stuff. They bring signs. Angel Reese stinks. She not even present. Condos in your head. Condos all in your brain. Condos all in your mama's head. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, my take is that at the end of the day, y'all, to wrap this up, what are we talking about here? Why we even have to have a conversation? I know it's good for content and it's good for the pushback. It's good for everything else. But I'm just saying, man, don't piss me off when y'all talk about Angel Reese is not this and not that. Oh, you just weak rap. Y'all heard the song. I'm just saying, man, at the end of the day, Angel Reese gonna have a very impactful year. She gonna translate in the Chicago Sky. I've been breaking down the players as the day's been going on, the individual players. Y'all could go over there to Simply Ball Droppings Extension, Steady Serving, Entertainment, and I'm breaking down each and every player throughout the week. I just did Michaela Wede last night, and I did today. I also did the new player, Alex Wilson. You know what I'm saying? I already did Kia Nurse. So I'm just telling y'all, man, Simply Ball Dropping podcast has started a community different than anyone else. Everybody else stay to themselves, but this man has spread the love. This man has spread the wealth. This man has spread the intelligence. If you listen, if you ain't right here, you ain't nowhere. This is the place to be. I'm just trying to tell y'all that, listen, the Simply Ball Dropping podcast with my main man, K-Sap, is the baddest podcast on planet Earth. Come and check out me and Key, and you know what I'm saying, the sister Keisha, on Cut That Ish, WBB Universe, and you know what I'm saying, Steady Serving Entertainment. We gonna call them games for you. We love you, we appreciate you, and we thank you. And that's all I got to say. Drop the mic.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Look, man, check this out, man. We had a great show tonight, man. We didn't reached over 14. We got 1,412 people either listening or watching the show. That's impressive. You know, we doing astronomical numbers. And we got to give a warm welcome to B from B Buzz Sports. We got to give her kudos and give her flowers for what she's doing, coming from the Twitter spaces, elevating us and getting us out there on the Twitter space, just like Sister Noble. She's over on the Twitter space, and they are broadcasting our lives on their Twitter space. And you got people in there listening to our conversation. And the thing about, like I told people the other night, Bro Claude had us up to 5 in the morning, and we had over, what was it, like 1,400 people watching because of what B has brought to this community coming from the Twitter spaces, just like Sister Noble. And we got to give them their flowers. We got to give everybody props in this community because everybody's playing their part. Everybody's doing their part. And guys, look, man, look, I got the best women alongside of me, man. Y'all just don't understand that, man. These women are holding it down. These women are very knowledgeable. And these women, they have the drive to be successful. And their knowledge that they have for the women's sports in general, it's just so gratifying sitting back, listening, where you ain't got to talk the whole show. You sit back and listen to the women. So when you guys say K-Sap just be chilling, man, look, these women got it, man. These women are passionate about what they talk about. And like I said, man, facts over feelings. And when you have people that come on your panel and they give you facts, and like I said before, sometimes you get put in the trick bag. You just in the trick bag. You got to find your way out. You can't be dribbling the ball down the court and doing the retreat dribble. If you go into the hole, go to the hole. I don't want you to back it back out. Because once somebody put that act right on you, you got to find your own way out. You know what I'm saying? And like Pro Fan Talk, let them cook. So I appreciate that. B, for coming up here, backing up your whole soliloquy with the facts, the numbers.
I'm at 286. I need 14 people to get to 300.
Man, let's get B over the hump, man. Let's get B over the hump. She need 14 to get to that, what, 300?
Yep.
Oh, you man, look, what's that, about 4 or 5 days?
Come on, y'all. Subscribe. Y'all gotta like, comment, and subscribe. If you like the content and you want more of it, you gotta subscribe and turn those notifications on.
So you know what's gonna hurt them though, Key? When we start doing that members only. That's gonna kill them. They're gonna be like, well, why come I don't see y'all? Hey, you gotta be subscribed. You know, you gotta be the member. You gotta be in the community, man. Come rock with us, man. We giving y'all nothing but facts, man.
Facts over feelings.
Tell them, B. Facts over feelings.
Facts over feelings.
Sometimes, man, you get your feeling hurt. Yeah. Hey, Wody Mac, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. But look, we got people up here that, you know, get right with you. Just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Get right with me. So I know we're gonna wrap this thing on up with a pretty bow because my mind only was on the little back and forth with B. So only thing I was putting to an end to it. I said earlier in the conversation, y'all go back, I said it'll probably take anywhere from 18 shot attempts to get to that, right?
Okay.
You look at the 2 games, she got 20 points in Unrivaled, and that's the reason I'm showing y'all my screen, just for as to point to what I was saying earlier about 18 shot attempts. I think she'll get there. The 2 games she got there, right? It was 8 of 16, 10 of 19. Cool, boom. If she, what B was saying is 10 made shots unfallible. Nah, but I know then count taking into account free throws. If you get 8 made shot attempts, 4 free throws, that's 20 points also, right? If she does 20 and 10 and she's making most everything, yes, she's definitely like top 3 MVP consideration because the efficiency would be off the charts. But what I was pointing out to you, B, if that's not the case with the off the charts efficiency, still can get there. I think it would take maybe 18 shot attempts because the 2 games in Unrivaled, he got 20, 10 of 19, and 8 of 16 with them free throws and everything else. That's what I was saying. That's all I was saying.
All right, B, you ain't even got to respond to that. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna ask you this, Wody. I'm gonna ask you this. I just wanted, yeah. When you gonna give us some new material, Wody?
That sounded like some hate. I want to know, and I'm gonna ask you. That
I
sounded
didn't
like
say hate.
I
didn't say I didn't say you was hating. I said
no, because
when
somebody
are you
gonna say that. Yeah, somebody gonna say that. I don't see.
Don't worry about
Somebody
them. This is me talking to you. I'm asking you, when are you gonna give us some new material?
I'm consistent, my brother. I'm consistent.
But this is what I'm saying, Wody. Every time you say anything about Angel Reese, I'm not saying you hating, but you got the same talking points, man. You starting to sound like Skip Bayless, man. You got the same talking points, man. That's all I'm saying. You got the same talking point. You know the narrative he created about LeBron. That's his same talking points, man. He started that stuff on cold pizza. The narrative, he don't have the clutch gene. He can't shoot foul shots. You creating this narrative about Angel Reese and you sticking with it. That's your talking points, man. That's all I'm saying, man. We got love for you, though, brother. We got love for you.
Y'all have a good one. Let me get back to work. I'm up here fake working.
All right, cool.
Let me get back to work.
All right, do your thing.
It's gonna get tiresome eventually.
Listen, after next year, B, I don't want to hear it, man.
That's what
Because
happens,
I know what
man.
next year gonna do, and I don't want to hear it after next year. I don't want to hear it.
But you know what happened though? CB, when you started off and you put him in the trick bag, he kind of fell back, right? And this is all I'm saying. I got much love for Wody. Wody been around for a minute, but it just seemed to me he got the same talking points, man. He don't give me nothing new when he's talking about Angel Reese, man. He gives me nothing new. Every time we talk about, this is what he brings up. He has the same talking points, man. That's all I'm saying, man. It's just, it is what it is, man. But I like having conversations like this. And like I said, we give people the meats with the potatoes. We give you a 4-course meal. We're not just going to give you sides where you're going to starve. We're going to give you some of the meat, right? And then we're going to put it on the plate for you. We're going to serve it to you. It's up for you to eat it. But if you don't eat it, there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on just 1 second. Hey, shout out to Miguel for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
Love the content. Keep up the great work. Man, I appreciate that. See, y'all, everybody love the content, man. Please subscribe to all these channels, man.
Thank you, Miguel. Thank you so much, Miguel.
This community is off the chain, man. This community is off the chain. And see, when we have people that come in the chat and say what they got to say, man, it makes it even better, man. But look, we had a great show tonight. Well, this evening, you know, we ain't on late. We got some other things we got to do. We got some games that need to be called. Make sure y'all go jump on these platforms where they calling these games. I think Keisha would cut the ish. Real Time Sport is calling the game. I think Key and Bro Claude is going to be going over there to call it with her. So y'all jump up in the comment sections, man. Y'all get the chat popping like y'all had this chat popping. And B, appreciate all the knowledge. Appreciate everything that you do. Bringing it over from the Twitter space, man. Much love.
Thank y'all so much. Great show. Great show. Y'all got to keep coming through. Thank you so much, K-Sap.
Appreciate y'all.